In the age of the connected consumer, InMobi helps brands deliver communication that are timely, personalized, and real. Brands can understand, identify, engage, and acquire customers using InMobi's integrated marketing platform. Understand and identify your consumers using the Pulse and Audiences platforms, and engage and acquire using InMobi's trusted and transparent media buying platforms. Connect with your consumers in ways that matter. InMobi, driving real connections.
Why buy 3 when you can buy 1? The 3-in-1 face cleanser from the Tribe Concepts is my skin's favorite all-rounder. Use it to cleanse daily, scrub often, mask whenever, and be ready for any occasion. So what are you waiting for? Grab yours now.
Face brightening daily cleanser. See instant results from first wash.
Just wanted to show you how Just Herbs is made. This is our office, where it all begins. The fields, these flowers and plants is our infrastructure and our resource. Every harvest signals the start of a new project. These are the only tools we have to practice our craft. Nature's precious elements, raw, unprocessed, pristine, and full of nutrition. Drop by drop, blend after blend, we inch closer to our goal. We set out to preserve and sustain purity. And carefully churn out the best mix and deliver on our promise of safety and effectiveness.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, when will you stop judging us all? हम खुश हैं, तैयार भी, हम रंगीन हैं, आजाद भी, ना झुकते हैं, ना डरते हैं, जो सोचते हैं, वही करते हैं। नहीं सुनना तुमसे कि हम अधूरे हैं, हम खुद में ही पूरे हैं। शुगर, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग मेकअप उनके लिए जो आजाद उड़े।
In the age of the connected consumer, InMobi helps brands deliver communication that are timely, personalized, and real. Brands can understand, identify, engage, and acquire customers using InMobi's integrated marketing platform. Understand and identify your consumers using the Pulse and Audiences platforms, and engage and acquire using InMobi's trusted and transparent media buying platforms. Connect with your consumers in ways that matter. InMobi, driving real connections.
Why buy 3 when you can buy 1? The 3-in-1 face cleanser from the Tribe Concepts is my skin's favorite all-rounder. Use it to cleanse daily, scrub often, mask whenever, and be ready for any occasion. So what are you waiting for? Grab yours now.
Face brightening daily cleanser. See instant results from first wash.
Just wanted to show you how Just Herbs is made. This is our office, where it all begins. The fields, these flowers and plants is our infrastructure and our resource. Every harvest signals the start of a new project. These are the only tools we have to practice our craft. Nature's precious elements, raw, unprocessed, pristine, and full of nutrition. Drop by drop, blend after blend, we inch closer to our goal. We set out to preserve and sustain purity and carefully churn out the best mix and deliver on our promise of safety and effectiveness.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, when will you stop judging us all? हम खुश हैं, तैयार भी. हम रंगीन हैं, आजाद भी. ना झुकते हैं, ना डरते हैं. जो सोचते हैं, वही करते हैं. नहीं सुनना तुमसे कि हम अधूरे हैं. हम खुद में ही पूरे हैं. शुगर, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग मेकअप उनके लिए जो आजाद उड़े.
Hi, I'm Namita Sushdev. I welcome all of you and thank you so much all of you for joining in our final day of discussions of Digixx 2022 Summit and Awards. I would even like to thank all our sponsors who stood by us in a difficult times of pandemic. Thank you Inmobi, Glance, The Tribe Concept, Pixis, Bob, Sugar, Quench, Just Herbs, and I hope you will also give your continuous support in our transition from virtual to physical world too. So guys, during all 3 days, we have promised you that we will be having interesting chit-chats, sessions, discussions. So first 2 days, we have already sampled in front of you. Here comes the last day, means the final day, the third day of Digixx 2022 Summit and Awards. And here comes our topics for today related to brand safety and mobile marketing. Top industry stalwarts will be presenting their case studies and sharing their insights on different topics in today's discussions. So there will be presentation of awards as well to recognize and celebrate excellence in digital marketing and advertising. I'm sure you all must be excited and ready for all the action that is going to happen today. For more information, I urge you to check out our website @billy.com and do follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Before moving forward, let's take a quick look at the introductory video of Digixx 2022. Guys, this event would not have been possible without our presenting sponsors InMobi and Glance. Our silver partner is Warb AI and our AI partner is Pixis. Gifting partners are the Tribe Concept and Just Herbs. Our skincare partner is Quench and beauty partner is Sugar Cosmetics. So may I now request the team to please play our AV for the sponsors as well.
In the age of the connected consumer, InMobi helps brands deliver communication that are timely, personalized, and real. Brands can understand, identify, engage, and acquire customers using InMobi's integrated marketing platform. Understand and identify your consumers using the Pulse and Audiences platforms, and engage and acquire using InMobi's trusted and transparent media buying platforms. Connect with your consumers in ways that matter. InMobi, driving real connections.
Why buy 3 when you can buy 1? The 3-in-1 face cleanser from the Tribe Concepts is my skin's favorite all-rounder. Use it to cleanse daily, scrub often, mask whenever, and be ready for any occasion. So what are you waiting for? Grab yours now.
Face brightening daily cleanser. See instant results from first wash.
Just wanted to show you how Just Herbs is made. This is our office, where it all begins. The fields, these flowers and plants is our infrastructure and our resource. Every harvest signals the start of a new project. These are the only tools we have to practice our craft. Nature's precious elements, raw, unprocessed, pristine, and full of nutrition. Drop by drop, blend after blend, we inch closer to our goal. We set out to preserve and sustain purity and carefully churn out the best mix and deliver on our promise of safety and effectiveness.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, when will you stop judging us all? हम खुश हैं, तैयार भी. हम रंगीन हैं, आजाद भी. ना झुकते हैं, ना डरते हैं. जो सोचते हैं, वही करते हैं. नहीं सुनना तुमसे कि हम अधूरे हैं. हम खुद में ही पूरे हैं. शुगर, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग मेकअप उनके लिए जो आजाद उड़े.
So guys, now we are going to talk about how brands can win Gen now with mobile marketing. As we all know, mobile marketing is unique in its own sense that it reaches people in real time right where they are. And marketing to Gen now comes with a set of challenges. To understand this deeply, we have been joined by Ms. Vasudha Agarwal, who is the Senior Vice President and Managing Director, Asia Pacific in Mobi. Over to you, Vasudha.
Hi everyone, good morning. It's a pleasure being here today. I'm Vasudha Agarwal and I head the Asia Pacific business at InMobi. In today's keynote, we'll talk about a very important topic which has been on everyone's mind as we went through the pandemic over the last 2 years. It's about driving personalization, innovation, and engagement at scale with mobile. We'll cover a couple of areas in today's keynote. The first and foremost is understanding the ever-evolving Gen Now consumers and how consumer behaviors have changed over the last 2 years. What does this mean for marketeers, and how do marketeers then build mobile marketing maturity to tackle this evolving consumer behavior? How can you actually drive personalization, innovation, and engagement, or PI as we call it, to win these mobile-first consumers? And at the end, we'll talk about some interesting examples of how brands have actually leveraged PI and made an impact in the industry. So let's spend a little bit of time understanding the consumer behavior on mobile and how consumers' expectations, preferences, choices have changed over the last 2 years. If you look at some of the data on the slide here, which is actually from TRI as of September 2021, you'll see that out of the total internet population in the country of more than 800 million internet users, almost 97% of them accessed it through mobile in 2021. So India's internet users are truly mobile first. Similarly, when users are spending time on mobile, almost 90% or more is being spent on apps. So we've really seen a stick shift change in behavior of users when it comes to mobile apps. And lastly, we've also seen that more than 60% consumers actually tried a new or alternate brand on their mobile phones during the course of the pandemic. All of these things have also led to a change in the consumer shopping behavior or purchase behavior on mobile. If you look at the right side, you'll see that consumers are going through all parts of the shopping journey, whether it's learning, exploring, or buying on their mobile phones. And interestingly, mobile offers a very non-linear shopping journey, which allows the user to compare prices, look at reviews, go and purchase a product, even return the product on their mobile and go back into the journey. So it's a very different experience that consumers are starting to expect now. And it is up to brands and marketeers to see how do they live up to the consumer expectations when it comes to personalized discovery, offers, and services from brands. Let's switch gears and see what does this change in behavior mean for marketeers. Are brands ready to tackle this change that we are seeing in the ecosystem? There are four areas which brands essentially need to look at when they think of these mobile first and Gen now consumers. The first is around data and consumer intelligence. Are brands ready in terms of their insights, data capabilities when it comes to driving marketing decisions? The second big one is around the technology stack. Do brands have the right technology stack for processing, storing, and using this data to make marketing decisions? Do they have the right technology stack to offer personalized experiences to their customers? So, the technology stack element again becomes an important one. The third is around ad experiences. Are consumers really trying to serve their users in terms of innovation, in terms of engaging ad experiences, for example, video and related innovations? Brands also need to look at a fourth dimension now increasingly because users have become more and more demanding. Are they able to really deliver a storytelling experience and use their creatives for storytelling on mobile when it comes to engaging their users? All of these dimensions are extremely important, and as brands think of engaging these Gen now consumers, they have to look at building mobile marketing maturity along these four dimensions. So what does it mean to drive, personalization, innovation, and engagement at scale, right? Let's look at what each of these three dimensions of pie mean. The first one is around personalization. If you look at the biggest shift in the consumer behavior in the mobile first economy, it is around the expectation of personalization from brands. Consumers have four key expectations. They want the brand to meet them where they are, which is on their mobile phone. They want the brand to know their preferences, tastes, choices. They want the brand to tweak their services, offers, products based on those choices and preferences. And lastly, they want the brand to continuously engage and check in with the right information, right touch points in the most effective manner. So, if these are such high expectations that consumers have, brands really need to think about how to deliver personalization at scale. And a recent McKinsey report actually suggested that more than 70% of consumers expect brands to deliver these interactions in a personalized way, and more than 75% actually get frustrated when they don't get that experience. And if we look at some of the brands which have actually started offering personalized experiences, we'll see that they have benefited immensely from it. It's not just about customer experience, but almost a 5 to 25% lift in revenue has been observed for brands which deliver personalized experiences to their consumers. So there is a material impact in business that brands can expect if they go all out on the personalization dimension of pie. Let's look at the second dimension, right? The second dimension is around innovation. Now, all of us know how difficult it is to get a consumer's attention in a very cluttered environment, keeping pace with the customers, trying to get ahead of competition. All of these are difficult aspects for brands to tackle. And therefore, the dimension of innovation becomes extremely critical for brands. And how can you deliver innovation, right? You have to be able to meet the dimension of reach. You have to be able to meet the dimension of data and intelligence, and have the opportunity to do so in an innovative way. Here are just two examples that I thought were worth sharing on the innovation side, which were done last year by two brands, one in the cryptocurrency space and one in the edutech space. So the first one was CoinSwitch Kube, which actually tried to innovate by making their entire campaign very educational. They were trying to demystify the world of cryptocurrency, and therefore they created content-led experiences on Glance with Us. And they created things like polls, quizzes, interactive media, and got users to actually start talking about cryptocurrency. and therefore they were able to create this experience of kaun banega cryptopathy, and were able to educate millennials about the many opportunities that exist in the world of cryptocurrency. So very interesting way to innovate, to engage customers, and get them talking about the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. The second was by Upgrad in the edutech space, where they tried to bring in the dimension of cricket into their campaign. Now, cricket is used a lot, but the way they used it by bringing in the use of data science into cricket, and they actually using that position themselves as a leader in specialization courses, because the campaign from them actually tried to tie the relevance of data science into modern day cricket. Again, a very innovative, very unique way to bring cricket and data science together. So I thought these were great examples of what brands are doing on the innovation side, and taking it at scale for users. The third dimension is around engagement. Engagement is absolutely critical because a lot of times brands may succeed on personalization and even innovation, but can lose out on actually getting the ROI on their ad spends if they don't deliver this last mile experience of engagement. Customers, again, here are very demanding. They want a native engagement that provides active, enjoyable, and rewarded experiences. We've already seen a lot of these benefits in the world of mobile video, in the mobile world of gamification. And we've actually seen through some of the surveys that we've conducted that, for example, if users are playing a game, almost 82% of them actually prefer to watch an ad to progress in the game, right? And the kind of click-through rates, view VCRs we've seen, view-through rates on video in the gaming world is through the roof. So clearly, there are some formats which are more engaging than others, and brands need to use them to the best of their ability. Another very high engagement format is, there are new forms of engagement and personalization coming, like the glance lock screen, which reaches over 160 million users in India. And brands are looking to deliver their communication using the whole native lock feed experience on glance. And we'll talk about again some interesting examples which leveraged personalization, innovation, and engagement to deliver a very, very mobile first experience to users. So let's talk about another very popular brand, right, which is Sprite. How did Sprite go about it? I mean, it's again, a cricket season. So Sprite actually did this during IPL last year, where they wanted to target young adults during the IPL season. So what they did is they actually leveraged gamified video content on Glance to connect and engage with these young adults during IPL. And they actually created a property called Sprite Cricket Premier League, which was a virtual cricket tournament which was closely associated with the IPL format. And the way they went about capturing user attention and engagement was that users were actually nudged to play now on the screen, on the lock screen. And once they clicked, they were taken to a very immersive, very rich experience of a stadium where the user could actually play. And we saw that, as more and more users played, their engagement went through the roof. We saw record-breaking engagement in almost 5 days of the tournament. And another twist or innovation to the whole campaign was that users who were continuously engaged, who were high intent users, were also directed to buy the Sprite products from e-commerce platforms, different like Amazon, Flipkart, Big Basket, and so on. So while there was, an element of gamification, experiential immersion for the user, there was also a call to action for them to actually buy the product. So very sort of, I would say, not just high on engagement, but also innovation and offering personalized products and services to the users. So the whole thing of Pi was very well utilized here. And here you see, how the whole flow came in from playing now, going into an immersive tournament experience. And then, this is sort of the game with the leaderboard and so on. So this is how they were able to really engage users. Another interesting example, again coming to the cryptocurrency space, was by CoinDCX. This was during T20 World Cup. And here again, they were trying to win Gen Now customers and get them to come and sign up on CoinDCX. And they chose to use the T20 World Cup series to do that. And again, they took a very innovative step to doing it, right? They partnered with clients for a host of brand integrations and sponsored segments, and created a very personalized experience for users. So users were not just watching cricket with commentators in a one-way kind of mode, but it was an experience of actually a watch-along live session for every match, with commentators, with celebrities for the users. And the brand was able to, sort of do everything from logo sponsorships to celebrating milestones during the matches. There was elements of, branded emojis. There were elements of taking polls by the users. So really, it became from just a one-way viewing experience to an interactive, immersive, and engaging experience for users through this campaign that CoinDCX did. And what it led to in terms of benefits for CoinDCX was not just the engagement and the innovation that they drove, but also they were able to get to their goals of user acquisition, of remarketing, and getting users back to their app. And they were able to create a very personalized experience for users here. So clearly, you can see how brands have been already creating disruption by using the three elements of Pi. And I thought it's interesting to see what and how they have been, doing this in the course of the last 2 years as we went through the pandemic and consumer behaviors change. So, clearly mobile is becoming the backbone of marketing, and brand strategy has to, aim to understand, identify, engage, and attract customers on mobile. And any brands which do not leverage this power of personalization, innovation, and engagement through mobile marketing will potentially risk losing these new consumers as we go into 2022. So I would say, all brands should look at these elements and try to get their piece of the pie, no pun intended. And thank you all so much for listening in today.
That was quite insightful. Thank you so much, Ms. Masuka. Now let's start our next panel on effective brand safety strategies for a rapidly evolving digital advertising ecosystem. So friends, brand safety solutions enable a brand to avoid content that is generally considered to be inappropriate for any advertising or unfit for the publisher monetization. To discuss about effective brand safety strategies, we have experts on the matter with us, starting from Mr. Anurag Khurana, founder and CEO Penta Sports, Mr. Gopa Menon, Head Digital South Asia Mindshare, Ms. Devika Sharma, who is the Director Sales, Glance, Mr. Sameer Vanchu, CMO, Eureka Forbes. And to help chairing this session, we have been joined by Mr. Prasad Shijale, who is the founder and CEO of Logix Digital. Over to you, Prasad.
So welcome on the panel discussion. Really looking forward to a great session for next 40 minutes. So brand safety measures have been a focus for digital advertisers, brands, agencies, and publishers. Brand safety has been talked about a lot. Poor brand safety risks alienating and losing customers. Therefore, brand safety will always serve an essential role for the advertisers and publishers. Recently, there has been an industry shift to brands suitability thanks to COVID pandemic. As marketers seek more control and confidence in the solutions they deploy, it's becoming clear that rudimentary brand safety tactics aren't as effective as they once were. Today's discussion's title is Effective Brand Safety Strategies for a Rapidly Evolving Digital Advertising Ecosystem. It has many important words like effective, rapidly evolving, and ecosystem, and so on and so forth. But there are many players like brand, tech providers, publishers, content creators, agencies, industry bodies, government bodies, as well as customers and general society at large are part of the ecosystem, and everyone may see the brand safety in a different light. Today, we have panelists representing diverse views. From the brand side, we have Anurag from gaming, Sameer from consumer durable. We have Devika representing publishers, and Gopa represents agencies. So first question to all of you, we will like to know your views. Okay, according to you, what is the brand safety in a digital advertising ecosystem, since there are multiple different definitions and different views. So over to you guys, one after another. Anurag, you want to go first?
Sure. Hi, Samir. Thanks for inviting me here. So in my books, brand safety is communicating the brand message in the right way to the audience. And since esports, which industry I am representing to be more precise, since it's youth, we have to be very careful with the messaging of the brand there, because interpretation by youth on that brand messaging could be different if we try to be innovative. Innovative is a good thing, but innovation in a limit is good thing when it comes to youth. So that is my take on the brand safety.
So interpretation by the target audience is the brand safety that you're talking about. That's a good one. Samir, what's your view? I mean, how do you define it?
So while Anurag has said about brand safety being related to communication, there are a lot of aspects of brand safety in terms of, there's also an aspect of proper brand messaging and following the brand guidelines. Now, in the age of digital marketing, you have got situations where the pages and the ads misalign because of personalization attempts. These also are brand safety, because this impacts the way the viewer sees your ad, sees your brand. The other aspects of brand safety may not be all with consumer communication, may also be led with culture change internally. So you may have an employee who makes a remark which may be about an extremist remark or a so culturally insensitive remark. That also affects the brand, because the employee in the other sense is also related to the brand. So it's not only about external communication, it's also about internally, how do each and every employee or the corporate employee has a custodian for the brand. There are other aspects of brand safety in terms of how do you tackle fake news, how do you tackle extremist views, what are the impact of, although it's not a matter of brand safety, but it's also a matter of safety of the brand marketing, etc. There are fraudulent bots, etc. going around. All these also matter in terms of how the brand is perceived and how do you safeguard the brand. We will be tackling about, and I will be stating about how the measures taken, but I would say brand safety is a little more complex word than a simple answer. It has got many more layers to it. Also, more than the other aspects of safety, like a suitability, which is an environment which is suitable for a brand, and a suitable environment for a youth sports brand may not be the same suitable environment for an insurance brand. So every brand person has to define the suitability and safety paradigm for the brand, and then find ways to monitor it and find ways to implement the same.
That's a very interesting one, Samir. When I thought that, I'm trying to put some boundary around the safety, you added employee comments and everything onto it. Thanks for it. And I think that is where I think understanding each and everyone's view is so critical. Gopa, I'll come to you last, okay, because you're the custodian of the brand. Let me hear it from Devika, from the publisher's viewpoint. All to you, Devika.
I like how I'm holding the mantle of all publishers universally.
Yeah, you do represent, and I think I'm quite sure there are multiple different discussions in terms of how do you do it. It'll come later on, but yes, go ahead, please.
So from a publisher's lens, I think Samir covered it fairly exhaustively, right? Which is brand safety covers not just aspects of safety, but also suitability of content. And from a publisher's lens, our role is to work with brands and see how best we can enable that, right? There is context which matters, and putting brands, to their respective users in the best possible context that would yield the best outcome for the brand, as well as making sure that the brand is not associated with any objectionable content on the publishers or the platform site that the brand is working with, and that is what a publisher would endeavor to do.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting one. Short answer, but very relevant one. And I think last one, Gopa, what's your view from the agency side? Because I'm quite sure you have come across many of such issues and experiences that way. So Gopa, over to you.
Oh yeah, thank you, Prasad, and excited to be in the panel. So I think from a discussion standpoint, I think all of the panelists have actually covered what brand safety is, and I think as agency POV, again, I think brand safety is very clearly brand messaging, whether internal or external, being served right at the right environment. I think that should be the and right context. And that simply put, if you are able to actually put that messaging there, we're pretty much there. So that's what at least I would like to keep it pretty much simple and precise. So if Devika was very precise, I would want to actually be
Yeah,
more.
I think context is a pretty good one. I think we're going to talk about that later too. But many brand safety pitfalls and missteps can be attributed to tactics that aren't adopted for today's content and news cycles. Context, you talk about it, Gopa, understanding the true meaning of the page and accounting for nuances in languages and interpretations, really matters a lot. Widely used brand safety tactics such as keywords and URL blocking, they just don't support the interpretation of nuances. So this conundrum often pits brand safety against scale, when in reality, the two don't need to be mutually exclusive. Sameer, to you have managed brands like Mattel, Kevin Care, and currently Eureka Forbes, AquaGuard, many of those brands. How do you manage the brand safety in a WWW, that is wild world of web? Sameer?
I like the context of WWW, wild world of web, Prasad. The first aspect I would say in brand safety, and I'm going to break that into something called algorithms. When you in today's world, everyone is trying dynamic ad creation, everyone is trying personalization. So there are elements, and these elements can happen when, because of personalization, the image and the context may not match, the pages and the ads can misalign. These things can happen. And the first thing is I do as a brand manager, as a brand head, is first have a fantastic programmatic agency with you, like LogicServe. So that is the first step.
Thank you. It was not a product placement or a service placement. But thanks a lot for calling us time out. Thank you very much. Thanks, Sameer.
That is very critical. Unless you have a great programmatic partner, unless you have a great digital partner, these mishaps can happen much more than what is required. So that is first. Second thing is, the importance of context and the messaging. I'll just give a small example. You can have a context, and that happens in our business, where the rains come later, and you can have a situation where there are floods or where there are poor rains and drought is there and the farmers are committing suicide. And next to it, you can have an AquaGuard messaging saying monsoon floods can cause bacteria and viruses. Now imagine the aspects and how wrong the communication is in the context of which is applied. How do you do that? How do you manage it? And these are aspects which the brand managers, we sensitize the brand managers that only go and be very, very careful on terms of what are the contexts to which you're applying. Is there a situation which is quite different than what is there in the environment? Now I'll give you an example of fake news. And this, when I was the brand head in Kevin's Milkshake, and being a food product, you used to often get fake news that a person has drank milk and he vomited, or he has got stomach upset. Now, what tactics did we employ then? What we did is, first is we were very alert. So have a great ORM agency. And I believe a quick rebuttal is better than no rebuttal. A quick rebuttal, get it out there. You may want to, not take it to a large extent, but get it out there and keep it there, that we have made a quick rebuttal and we have already nipped it in a bud, as so as to speak. Lastly, the biggest tactic we have done is take it offline. The best discussions happen when you take these online issues to offline and have the salesperson call them up and bring it off the social media radar. Recently there was a case in which a bank employee had some extremist views on a social media platform that caused a very negative sentiment on the brand. After that incident, what we did as a company is, as a part of the joining in process, we told each and every employee, and even the current employees, to separate the personal account from the professional account. As far as possible, ask them, remove the corporate name from the personal social account, because it's not required. I know LinkedIn makes it difficult, but LinkedIn is not a platform where people make these comments. It's on the other social media platforms and people express their views. Second is, we also had an immense coaching on what kind of personal views are acceptable on social media and what is the what is the messaging you can give out? And ultimately, it's a personal choice. We cannot impair on a person's freedom, but at least we made them aware of the negative aspects of these social comments. So that teaching and coaching we have done. Finally, we have also have a brand, and I said that why bots are also aspect of brand safety, because it impacts our marketing budgets, and a lot of problems can happen. And our metric, our efforts, that's why with association with the best digital agencies has been to move the metric away from clicks, etc., to leads or validated leads or sales. So at least you have got a hard metric of evaluating a digital spend rather than clicks and engagements, which can be bot ruled, for example. So these are some of the tactics we have employed. Third-party data enrichment is another tactic which one can employ for cutting out these fraudulent bots, etc. Negative targeting is something which many websites allow now, and many social media platforms allow, and you should make use of that. These are some of the things that how do you control brand safety, and what are tactics I have employed in my career to control them.
I think something very interesting one, being such a big brand prevention. You clearly talked about prevention in terms of how do you train your people. That's a very interesting one. And I also like when you talk about no matter how much what you are going to do, there could be a problem, and how to be ready for it. Okay, that's a very interesting sort of viewpoint that you have put together. And another one, definitely when it comes to scale, there are multiple audiences, and how do you get your first party, third party happening, and that is where the scale can happen. Thanks for covering that question in a very nicer way and 360 views that way. Devika, we would like to know your publisher perspective. But Glance is a platform that publishes, and correct me if I'm wrong, publishes content on the lock screen and lock screens of smartphones, and it also enables content discovery in a frictionless manner. Users can select content categories that interest to them, and I know there are a lot of AI ML also gets talked about when I was reading about it. So personalization, smartphones, lock screens, AI ML, okay. I feel it's a very nasty combo to go things wrong. How does Glance adhere to brand safety? It will be very interesting for all of us to know about it.
So from a Glance lens, Prasad, actually there is absolutely no scope for anything to go wrong. And the reason for that is that we have a singular process that ensures that there is no objectionable content that is published on Glance, right? So the process is really straightforward, which is that all content that is published on Glance is curated using AI-led tools, right? But this is supported with human intervention, both in terms of moderation and approval. And this is applied to every single piece of content that we publish on the platform. So this is the process we deploy extensively and with a zero error margin. And the reason we follow this process is based on 3 principles. The first thing is, who we are as an organization, what defines us as a brand and as a platform. And what we want is for our content to be able to create moments of joy, moments of engagement for our users, and not leave them with any bad experiences, right? The second is that, the lock screen is an incredibly personal space, but it's also a very public space, right? And we as a platform need to balance out what we're publishing to the user, and again, be very careful about not offending anyone's sensibilities, right? So to give you an example, a particular user can be a parent, right? And very often children access their parents' phone. So we need to be very careful about the kind of content we're publishing and make sure that there is no content that the user is seeing on the lock screen, or the user's child rather is seeing on the lock screen, which is objectionable or inappropriate in any way, right? The third principle is our relationship with OEMs. So we publish Glance in conjunction with OEM partners. And we're deeply cognizant of the fact that whatever we publish on Glance and the imagery that Glance as a brand is able to create rubs off on OEMs as well. So we're deeply cautious about, the kind of content we publish on the platform. And that, is supported with the kind of content restrictions we follow on the platform. So for example, there is no room to publish any sort of content that could be perceived as clickbaiting. We do not publish any adult content or any content related to violence, religious content related to hate speech, right? So we are very, very particular about the kind of content we publish. And for what it's worth, I think all of it dials back to the DNA we have as an organization, which is, we're very clear about who we want to be for our users and what kind of content, therefore, we want to publish to them.
Very interesting. I think what my takeaway here is that corporate culture, okay, as a publisher, is very much important. Second thing that you talk about, and that's not just enough, okay? The second thing that you talk about, very strong guidelines. And the third and one of the most critical one, how do you get that human intervention on top of the technology, okay? Because, it really takes that safety security to some other level, okay? When you really, sort of that last 1% adding the human intervention. Absolutely fantastic answer there. Okay, I think publishers who are listening to today's discussion, I think it's something which is absolute fantastic takeaway from your answer. Anurag, okay, you are in a very interesting space, right? And especially in the areas like edutech and gaming, where the primary consumer of such content and services would not even have attained the age of legal contracting and needs to be extremely protected from inappropriateness. Apart from government, industry bodies and society in general is monitoring your industry. Gaming advertising has many restrictions. How do you do this tightrope walk where apart from so many restrictions, one has to advertise and adhere to brand safety too? Does it restrict the scale, and how do you tackle it?
So as a conscious call, we do not advertise anything that is detrimental to youth, because our target audience is youth only. Especially mentioning again, esports is a way as any other sport, you need to be very conscious on marketing aspect. So alongside government restrictions, we also have to follow publisher guidelines of things that we can advertise, and we have to strictly adhere to that aspect. So it's not just government, it's the game publishers also whose guidelines we have to follow. So barring some particular brands that we cannot advertise, scale isn't really a issue, because given the number of bands that are entering esports. So of course this, we can say that because of publishers restriction, government restrictions and other restrictions, we are not able to do everything. But I think the market is too big for us to worry about the scale right now.
That's a very interesting one. Yes, I understand where you're coming from. I think we are going to cover a few points later on too. But you know what? I'm coming to Gopa on that. But you know what's going through when Samir was talking about the programmatic one? There are, as programmatic ad buying becomes more important and the supply chain gets more complex. It's up to the brands and procurement teams and agencies and media outlets to become more proactive. Agencies are, I would say, custodians of the brand, and they have important role to fuel growth as well as make sure that the brands are protected well. Gopa, you have worked with many big names like Group M, Isobar, and now Mindshare. You have managed, and we have been interacting for many years. You have managed some of the biggest brands. Okay, we'll really like to know, with your experience, the systems and processes, the guidelines, the tool that you have used while protecting the brands that you work with. Gopa, over to you.
So one, yes, I've been privileged to actually be working with great brands. So that's one. And before I actually delve deeper into, let's say, system process and guidelines, I think it's important for us to step back and look at in terms of what are some of the questions that one need to actually answer before we get into addressing those brand safety questions, specifically for brands. For me, at least, and when we actually are interacting with brands across, the questions that we end up asking are, where do you want your customers and prospect to see your advertising or messaging? Do content adjacencies actually impact your messaging very clearly? What does your brand stand for, and how does it translate to the media placements? And again, once we know that what brand stands for, the client, platform, and agency then can collaborate and arrive at some of the definitions that are attributable to brand safety, which is standard harmful content definitions, metrics and transparent reporting, third-party tools, and safe content policy. I think all of this is very important for us to actually evaluate before we move on to putting some kind of a procedure. And again, this all of this metrics will differ from brand to brand and their risk appetite in terms of where they would want their brand to be. For some brand, it will be totally no-go. For some brand, some kind of a risk appetite might be might be there, so for them to actually have some kind of a leeway with regards to how their ads are presented. So again, it's a unique decision appropriate for the brand to take. After that, I think once all of this has been evaluated and taken into consideration, at Mindshare, at least what we do is that we consult with clients and understand the thinking on what's safe for them, their risk and tolerance to inform tactical planning. And then after that, apply an MRC accredited third-party verification tool or a vendor to monitor, filter, and block invalid inventory on all programmatic and reserve campaigns. So our preferred partners are Double Verify, IS, Moat, and others, and there are industry recognized tools to actually apply that. After that, I think again we do have our own proprietary brand inclusion and exclusion list, which we put for our brands, and then have a better ad experience report also layered on this entire thing. And general guidelines that we end up giving to our brands when we are actually consulting them is to avoid avoiding non-transparent ad networks, audience extensions, and aggregator PMPs in that sense. Also, once you have deployed the ad, can you actually do an inventory analysis of all buys post-campaign? Because again, that's very important for you to actually know after delivery in terms of where your ads have been there. And then always optimize for human inventory and not bot. Everybody has spoken about bot in detail. So you should optimize for human inventory or viewable inventory in that sense. And again, look at contractual terms of all data partners that you're engaging with. Very important these days to see where we are headed, specifically from a brand safety point of view. These are the steps that we end up taking, and again, and tools and processes are in place. And as Devika suggested, certain bit of human thing also needs to be put in so that everything is not mechanized as well. So yeah, that's me.
I think very interesting point that you put, that every every brand will have different risk appetite, and understanding the risk appetite is such a critical one. I also liked about the way you have taken apart from the standard tools, third-party tools, monitoring that and putting some sort of a human intervention is critical. I also liked is that in the event of things go wrong, the way you have asked us to look into the contract also. Okay, so I think you have covered it pretty well, a well-rounded question that way, and well-rounded answer, sorry, that way. So let's move to the next interesting one, which I think all of us would like to know, is that the present brand safety guidelines need to be aligned with the changing business needs, where digital takes the center stage. Brands are required to revisit their guidelines and take the digital first approach, and consumers want, at the same time, consumer wants to interact with the brands as well as the larger community. And that is where UGC becomes important. For big brands, it can be a nightmare. Okay, and of course, everyone talks about opportunity, but it can be nightmare where UGC may not be brand safe, and the brand gets attached to it. Samir, okay, how do you? I know that I've seen the the UGC which happens on your brand. So how do you handle UGC, and what are your learnings since you have sort of being managing a big brand there? Okay, and a bunch of big brands there.
So yeah, we take a even when I was in Mattel, UGC was a big thing, and with mothers and kids, etc. But suitability was very, very important. We take a leaf out of Devika's book. Either we put a man or a woman in the middle, and human moderation is a very, very critical part of our UGC process. While we deploy the AI, ML, contextual softwares, etc., but at the last mile, a man in the middle makes that process much more rigid. I know it's a huge cost for the large volume of content, but something which we have grown with, and we have seen the benefits of that. With regard to influencers, because now influencers also are a very, very critical part of the brand's campaigns, and influence in many ways are third-party generated content, and we have a detailed briefing process. We discuss the brand values with them. We discuss inclusions, exclusions, what they can say, the tonality, the look and feel. That entire set of guideline is passed on to influencer before the influencer starts making the content. We also try to not to associate with influencers whose values do not match our brand values at all. I know we may want to reach a different target audience, and the influencers have their own unique style, but if the values don't match, it is a question mark and we stay away from those influencers. So these are the points we taken to tackle the UGC and control UGC from the making it brand safe and brand appreciating rather than depreciating.
Very interesting one. I think that when you say man in the middle, it reminded me of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, but sorry for, but what I get from is that a good combination of the people, the human intelligence on top of it, and really a strong and great statement when you talk about evaluating the value system of your influencers. Fantastically covered that way. I sort of really got me thinking a lot. Anurag, gaming and Discord are so connected. It's a huge community there. Okay, do you even attempt to check how community and influencers are adhering to brand safety on platforms like Discord? Discord is so big, and many of us probably don't know what's happening on that. Really want to know about it, Anurag. Go ahead.
So, I completely agree with you, Prasad. To the extent our work also happens on Discord, not just managing the community. Even our office works on Discord because we are all working from home. So I completely agree. So for Discord, we do the same thing that Devika and Samir mentioned. We have people on Discord to manage stuff like that. And Discord has somewhere become synonymous with gaming, as you said, and is the primary mode for communication for our tournaments and leagues, etc. And we have very strict rules on what can be published and who does what on Discord server of ours, at least. We have community managers and Discord admins who keep strict eye on. So there's a process where anybody wants to put on Discord, it goes first for review. Once our admins and these guys approve, then only it gets posted on the server. So yeah, it's a lot of job. Like I spent close to 6 hours on our Discord server just checking what is the activity, because that's the best way to connect with the community for me.
Wow, I think Discord, it is difficult to understand. I've been trying to understand it, but it's an awesome tool. And
you gotta love it, man. Prasad, you gotta love it. Once you get so used to Discord, even our office meetings happen on Discord, not on Zoom or on Google Meet.
My son is a big fan. My son is a big fan. He's only on Discord. He's not
exactly,
on at all. He's not on WhatsApp at all.
And sure. I think we should have sometimes all the seniors and CMOs getting one day onto a Discord crash course and probably get them working on it, because if you don't understand the platform that the youth is, how do we we'll be able to advertise them.
Prasad, if you're marketing sub 18, unless you understand Discord, you can't market to sub 18 because it's not on.
And probably there are many other things we don't understand, which we haven't. Discord is only the upper some of the new things that we are talking about. But Devika, from that, again, when I thought about Discord, it's a platform, and I think, again, from the publisher and the platform perspective, glance came to my mind. You have been hearing to us, okay, us Boleto brand and agencies and all, right? Okay, so any views in terms of what sort of tools that you are using internally for managing that? I know you talk about human intervention, but do you really want to sort of talk more about it, or some observations when you talk about how the other side of the brands and agencies talk about it? Over to you, Devika.
I actually think Samir and Gopa covered that very, very comprehensively, and Gopa actually did define the framework that a brand would follow. And usually the role of a publisher or a platform would be to work with the client and support them in that process as transparently as possible, because that data is what enables the brand to take the best possible decision. I think the landscape of brand safety and suitability is evolving and will continue to evolve. And so it's important to create a framework that is as elastic as possible, and for each brand to define what is suitable for their individual needs, right? Everybody spoke about IVT, Blackboard listing, etc. But I think these are very standard solutions, and it's important to go deeper into the solutions. Gopa spoke extensively about verification partners, and I think that is a key aspect that publishers need to support from their end, because that brings a lot of transparency to the table. But I think the only point I'd like to add is that identifying the right publishers to be able to address the nuanced requirements of each brand is critical, right? And it's important for publishers to share data transparently with respect to the kind of content they publish, the users, look at direct deals with clients so as to enable the transparency, enable keywords in a more nuanced way, so that the relevance that is created for a brand is far deeper and a lot more significant. So I think that's broadly what can happen from a platform and publisher lens to support this particular agenda.
I think that's an interesting one. Identify the right partners. And second, as you said, transparency, and probably, it gets very linked with the direct deals also. So good one. A good advice to the brands. Gopa, coming to you. Okay, you can choose not to answer this, but I'm going to ask you. Okay, in your long career to manage many brands, I'm sure there are experiences where brand safety got compromised. Any experience? Okay, you don't have to take the name, you don't have to take which agency that you were working with. Will you like to share your experience and how did you handle it?
Interesting.
Sorry, I put you onto a spot. Extremely sorry.
No, interesting question, Prasad. But I'm trying to think up once you've actually asked me in terms of obviously there would have been multiple scenarios where the certain instances would have happened. Also, maybe and when I'm actually now thinking, it dates back some years, and at that point in time, I think brand safety was not that much of a burning topic the way it's supposed to be actually treated now, or how the discussions are happening currently. So in the current realm, I haven't actually experienced because of all the tools and other verifications that we have. But again, one of my memories actually trace back to an airline client long back, where I think a certain airline incident had happened, but our ads were running for a vacation or a trip on those platforms as well, which was again not, while again it can be seen as a very open platform, but at the end of the day, from a sentiment point of view, it was not that right at that point in time. So after that, once we realized that the platform was actually delivering those ads, we had to stop that obviously and take corrective actions. Similarly, again, multiple instances of ads running on various porn sites and all of that as well has happened, and corrective actions have been taken again as well. But yeah, this has been long back. I think ever since it's become brands and marketers and agencies have started taking this very seriously, these instances are now few and far in between.
So Prasad, if I can build on Gopa, because I had one unfortunate incident told something about it during my Kevin Care days, where on milk, there was some incident and it was carried forward with a video recording on WhatsApp as a format in a certain area. And we formulated a response, we gave the response, but the learning we had there, that the safety or the rebuttal doesn't have the same fire incident has. How do you get rebuttal to also fire? Because people don't like sharing rebuttals, people like sharing the episodes, because that's the nature of the game. Sharing of bad news is much more fancier than sharing good news. And then we formed after that incident, we formed groups, and then we had brainstorming, and finally we decided that use our internal sales force and their WhatsApp connections and their WhatsApp groups as a form of rebuttal. Because even if the internal sales force and their spouses manage to put this rebuttal across WhatsApp group, it manages to permeate and go far and wide. On top of that, next day print ad was very, very critical. So that is something which we've made a part of SOP. However, the damage gets done in a day, but the next day print ad, if it doesn't come, and we try to take the first page, irrespective of the cost is there, but something like food, if it is not nipped in a bud, it can grow into a wildfire, which affects immediate tertiaries and immediate business. So these are some of the learnings I've had, and I just want to share that in this forum.
Very interesting, Sameer. I like the way you look at, inward to outward, where, you try to employees and your partners that you leverage. I think all across all three answers, it came very strongly that way. It's a very interesting one. Thanks a lot. And just both of you have given me a good last question to all of you, because Gopa, you talked about it was not earlier, and it has there are a lot of being talked about it. So according to you, chota ek do trends, if you want to cover, what's a trend that you see, critical trends that you see in the space, okay, when it comes to brand safety, okay? If you have anything, anyone can take those questions, or everyone can talk about it. One or two critical trends, I think if you can cover, it will be great.
So I think one of the trends.
Yeah, Devika.
Sorry, please go ahead.
Please, Devika, go ahead.
Thank you. I think one of the trends that's definitely we can see as a platform is that clients are understanding that this is not a one size fits all solution, and that there is the need for a nuanced solution, right? And there is also increasing adoption of partners they can work with to ensure that their safety parameters are met. And that's actually really encouraging, because it helps define the quality of a particular platform or a publisher. And also affects the kind of relationship that they're able to create and forge with that client. So that's something that we're seeing across the board.
That's a very interesting one. I think client understanding and partners coming together, because this problem is a complex one. Everyone will come together and hopefully we'll be able to solve it. Yeah.
It is. And I think it stems tremendously from the increasing awareness of the consumer. And a consumer wants to be associated with a brand whose value system is something they sort of, like or appreciate or identify with. And it's, the onus is on brands to be able to define that part of that personality to their consumers. And so brand safety actually becomes incredibly relevant as a marketing tool in this landscape.
Very interesting. Anyone else want to take it, or otherwise we'll wrap up the 40 minutes?
Yeah, so I'll just take two, three trends which I have noticed. One is that after the Nestle issue, brand safety is not just become a marketing issue, it's become an entire corporate issue. And including awareness from the CEO level downwards, that thing has come into a focus in many ways. Not just a PR department, it's become an entire corporate issue. So that is one trend I've noticed. Second trend, which is internal process trend I've noticed, and I've taken good advantage of this, is having a risk workshop before any big brand launches. I think internally we have done it, where we shoot down all the things which can go wrong and make mitigation plans for all of those risks. So I think this is a critical process we have followed and seen big benefits out of it. And finally, as a trend, and I know AI and ML is evolving in terms of contextual intelligence is something we have seen some work, but we leave it to the best in class performance agencies to really develop this in a suitable trend and make it available wider, so that the true personalization scale campaigns can happen with this software also.
Yeah, very interesting. Risk mitigation is a good one. And again, contextual intelligence, tools, third-party tools, very interesting one. Anyone else?
So Prasad, as a parting thought, I would like to invite all of you guys on my Discord server to actually just to experience how millenniums are interacting with each other. Trust me, I would love to see brands like Eureka Forbes, etc., having their own Discord server, sharing news and interacting with people beyond whatever you just want to communicate.
I think that's a very good thought. When there are so much of opportunities to interact with the youth, which is evolving minds that way, and at the very, I would say, tender age, it's a responsibility of brand safety is all of ours, okay? Because what we do and what we control, and how do we help them to become better there, okay? And I think with that thought, thanks a lot. Last 30-40 minutes had been such a I learned a lot, and I hope those who are listening to it also could get a good words of wisdom from esteemed panelists that we have. Thank you very much, and have a good day ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Guys, we are having an enriching experience by listening to you all. Big thanks to one and all. And now is the time to move on to our next discussion on optimizing consumer engagement and hyper-personalization for mobile marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, with the help of emerging technologies, organizations have been able to identify exact customer, or I must say consumer needs and requirements with the help of behavioral data and interpret individual characteristics. Now, this has created a paradigm shift from the previous product-centric marketing to a more personalized customer-focused marketing. Let us now hear from our experts of the industry on optimizing consumer engagement and hyper-personalization. We have with us Mr. Ankit Grover, Director, Sales Digital Native, India in Mobi. Mr. Amit Verma, Head of Marketing and Growth, Rapido. We have with us Mr. Ankit Apur, Head of Digital Marketing, Ghana. Ms. Priya Patantar, Head of Corporate Communication, PhonePe. Ms. Vanda Ferrao, Head of Marketing, Fresh to Home. And to conduct this session, or I must say, to chair this session, we have with us Ms. Suchi Jain, Deputy General Manager, Head of Implementation, Madison with us. I request you to kindly proceed with the discussion, Suchi.
Very good afternoon to everybody. Today we are here on behalf of AdGully team to speak about optimizing customer engagement and hyper-personalization for mobile marketing. So hyper-personalization is a buzzword that we've been listing across in our country when it comes to brands and advertisers. Today's panel is essentially to discuss that what is hyper-personalization, what are the benefits, what does it mean, what are the pitfalls, what are the segments where it works, where it does not work. And we as a panel are going to touch upon this, and to lead on to that, we first need to understand what is hyper-personalization. And for that, I would request Amit to please address this in terms of defining personalization for our viewers.
Thanks, Suchi. Thanks for having me here. Hello, everyone. Hello, my fellow panelists. I think right now we are talking about hyper-personalization, right? I think prior to talking about hyper-personalization, I think I should take a step back or talking about optimizing consumers' engagement. In today's world, I feel the only way to get a growth and success is through a user retention. Otherwise, it will become like a leaky funnel where always you acquire user and then they drop off from your base, right? When it comes to retention, I believe personalization is a holy grail to success. As the name suggests, whenever we are talking about hyper-personalization, it's the next level of personalization, to be very honest. When brands moves ahead from a name, location, or other demographics or online customer availability parameters. Whenever we are talking about hyper-personalization in marketing, it's actually a shift from one size fits all strategy to a very consumer-driven, personal comms and targeting strategy, where you always try to provide relevant products, services, or communication to a user so that you can get a better ROI at each and every step of a funnel. This hyper-personalization method gives a brand a better opportunity to engage with the user and a more meaningful way and improve overall customer experience over a period of time, right? Whenever we are saying hyper-personalization, then we always try to talk to AI or ML or big data, because we have to understand that whenever we are talking about personalization or hyper-personalization, you need a lot of data. Till the time you won't understand the user, that what he is doing, at what time he is doing which kind of activity, what is his day in a life, you can't target him. You can't talk to a user in a best possible way. Whenever we are talking about any kind of a retargeting or any kind of a user engagement. So there are different kind of a product, comms, and content engagement which a brand can create. And by which, whenever a user feel that brand is talking to him in a better manner, in a more personalized manner, the affinity towards a brand goes up drastically, right? There are like a different kind of OTAs and OTT platforms who has done really great work when it comes to hyper-personalization. Whenever you go on your app, you will see a content which actually you like. It's not a content which they are throwing everywhere to every place, right? They always try to customize a content or maybe a web page based upon your likability. Even if you talk about in Rapido, we have a lot of geo data, right? Where we know that my user is going from which place to which place, right? Point A to point B, at what time he used to take different kind of a rides. On a basis of that, we also tag him that whether he is at home, whether he is at shopping mall, whether he is at commercial place or he is at office, right? And on a basis of that, we always try to customize his comms so that he will feel better and he will correlate to a content in a much and better way, to be very honest. I think if you have to understand personalization, certainly you can just see all the apps around you who are doing a really great job. It could be Amazon, Flipkart, or some other e-commerce app, or maybe OTA and OTT players, right, who has done a really great job when it comes to hyper personalization.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just add on what Amit was saying, right? So Amit given a very good view around the bottom funnel trend, right? But in fact, the hyper personalization also makes in the top funnel, right? In fact, every funnel of the marketing journey, right? Everybody doesn't like ads, right? But they like specific ads, right? So if you, the recent e-marketer report, right? So 90% of users generally love ads, right? If you show them the right product in the right language, in the right price range, and those kind of things, right? So it's very important to have in the first funnel itself, right? And high personalization things, right? So it's very important to figure it out, the hey, what the user is looking at, what language, and those kind of points, right? And try to show the relative content at the first stage itself, right? So yes, I think it doesn't matter what funnel you are, right? It's very important to show and hyper personalized content, right, to the user, and especially in today's time where the consumer is now the decision maker, right? With the post iOS 14, the IDFA restriction, now the cookie-less world, now Google's talking about the new trend they're going to get on the GFIDs and all those trends. And it's very important to create that data value exchange, right? It's very important we as an an ecosystem partner to educate user also, right? So why collecting the data, why these things are important, right? So just to add on that, right? So it's most relevant in any part of the funnel curve.
So that was great, Amit and Ankit. Talking, like you guys spoke about pointers around AI, ML, and how at Rapido, how things are done, what is it, and how advertisers across the industries are using this. Another point would be if we could, just get into that how, because it's data, right? Data is the most important element by which the AI and ML is going to use all of this information and then cull it out, and then how advertising is best served to the consumers that we want them to buy our products or get engaged with our products. So can we just have a discussion around that? What would be the role of big data in terms of hyper personalization engagement? We understand that data is the crux, is the starting point, but then what role does it play? How does it get collected? If we could just have upon that, Wanda, if you could just add on to the pointers out there in terms of what would be that role of big data that will help us get into better hyper personalization, like we say.
Sure. Thanks, Suchi. Thanks for having me on this panel. I'll build on 2 points which Amit said about there is no one size fits all. And also at Rapido, you are privy to a lot of data because you know the consumer, right? You have all the first party data. So I think 2 things which will hold you in good stead, right, of using data is if you have first party data that powers you with a lot of insights. And the second thing is if you are a brand or a platform facing consumers, so you are ably suited to also reach out. So with us at Fresh to Home, we're the world's largest backward integrated meat and seafood player. And why this makes sense is we sit on a huge base of people, and we also have nearly 3,000 SKUs. And because preferences are very, very divided, right? I mean to say it's meat and seafood. So the way a Malayali, a Bengali, a Punjabi consumes it at times of the day in different kinds of preparations, right? That entire matrix which is crisscrossed is humongous. So we need some method to this madness to be able to navigate and get that growth. So I think we have the data, but how we go about it is very, very important. So the world is moving, I would say, from personalization to hyper personalization. All of us do personalization at some level. We have the typical bucketing, cohorting things which we use in CRM, etc., where we understand the consumer basis, affinity, what do they do, how do they react, etc. But I think to get better conversions, as Amit said, right, we are moving to this world of hyper personalization where you don't view them as a group, but you view them as you the individual, you see the likes, dislikes, etc. So this will only be powered when you have access data, and also when you use machine learning and artificial intelligence to make this into bite-sized actionable points actually. So we have really great examples. You switch on Netflix and you just pick up from where you left, right? You have your entire preferences out there. Wouldn't you just like someone to help you with that in your business? Obviously we'd want. So all of us are moving towards that kind of path. How we do it is actually going to take time, because there is humongous technology involved, automation involved. You need the know-how able to enable us to that part. But I think that is the way, that is the future. All of us are really going to go there. But in this entire quest of big data helping you, you also have to understand there is a consumer you're talking to. We are D2C brands, right? You have to make that experience as seamless, as on brand, and as natural and non-intrusive as possible. Because while you may have the data, but whatever you put out there, if it is grating, right, or if it is inconsequential, you will obviously not see the benefits of it. And I'll give you an example. A consumer, right? But how well do you know the consumer? If I am a Bengali living in Bangalore and I really like doi mach and I'm missing it, and my mom's visiting me for a week and she's a great cook. So imagine you have all these data points. So how do you reach out to the consumer? Like in Fresh to Home, right? You open the app, all this is fed into it. And how do you make it actionable insights? So Vanda opens the homepage and then she actually sees there is great katla at a great discount, and there is a recipe. And you also get an email, or you get a contextual SMS. So all these things add up to you getting the conversion, as Amit has actually said. So all these coming together in conjunction really build onto, utilizing big data to really have hyper-personalized engagement.
Right, that helps, Vanda. And I believe that data, like we said, and you explained it really well in terms of examples, that how the app, when you open at a Fresh to Home or a Netflix, for that matter, Netflix has a very famous case study for Stranger Things, that when people were logging based on their other content that they consume on Netflix, when people were going back to Netflix on their home screens, they had different layouts for Stranger Things, wherein the characters were different. For I could have a different view for Stranger Things, you would have a different view. So yeah, that's how that's data and ML at its best, like to explain, Vanda. And I think moving on to that, then there is, because we have so much of data, we've understood what is hyper-personalization, we've understood that how data is important and how the whole hyper-personalization is fed and is built and is brewed and is prospering because of data. Priya, it will be great if you could just help us throw some light, on the benefits of hyper-personalization, because in mobile marketing, which is 90% of India for that matter is browsing, is using mobile phones to do all of the activities, and we are now that country, where mobile phones are more accessible. So when it comes to the world of apps, when it comes to all the apps that are available to our consumers for the various needs that they need to do on a day-to-day basis, what do you think, what would be the benefits of the hyper-personalization that or advertisers can use at its best?
Sure, Suchi. I think first of all, Vanda, some mouth-watering examples, especially around lunchtime. So definitely making me go to fresh to home. So I think I'll sort of divide my response in two parts. One, I'd like to talk about what are really the benefits of hyper-personalization, and then maybe tailor it to what we've done. How have we, PhonePe as an app, what have we done and how have we benefited from it? I think my favorite sentence generally is that we need to move beyond spray and pray as marketers. I think I use that a couple of times a week in my job. And I think that is where really hyper-personalization does come in. And of course, while it's a journey, Ankit spoke about tailoring content for every user. That's something which definitely is an imperative for hyper-personalization. The second thing I'd say is also refreshing your communication based on the age and stage in a consumer's life. For instance, when you start using an app, sometimes you're a college student, you move on, your life progresses, and then you're earning, then you have a family. But if the app continues to talk to me like I'm a college student, it's in some way lost the battle of retaining me, right? So essentially that means understanding where your customer is in his life journey and sort of in her life journey and tailoring that communication. And also being the app sort of updating what the way it's talking to its customers based on what is a user's liking and actions. So I think largely these are the three things which I would say are key to thinking of hyper personalization. And then it moves in terms of benefits. I think couple of things I'd say are a no-brainer. One, of course, is it makes your customer's journey much easier. Most apps are hard to navigate. We work here, we don't realize it. But if you're looking for a particular offering, right, getting to it quickly is something what each user wants. Hyper-personalization can actually help you with that. One caveat I have is, as mobile marketers, we need to stop thinking that every time you need to unblock a customer, it needs to be an email or an interrupt. Your app itself should actually finally start personalizing. I mean, it should show you what you want. That is, frankly, the end state, the best end state for a consumer. Then, of course, I think, as I said, reflecting a customer's journey, that's extremely important in hyper personalization. As your customers evolve, your communication and should also start evolving. The last thing, of course, is thinking about the channels and timings. I think traditional marketers blast out messaging thinking send everything to everybody. I think that's completely contrary to how hyper personalization would work. You need to understand what channels work for your users, for what kind of products, at what times. So those would largely be the three things. In PhonePay's case, of course, wide portfolio of offerings begins with the ability to send money, moves on to buying insurance and mutual funds and investing. One use case, I think, where we've actually been able to do the hyper personalization part effectively is what we call as bill payments. Because every individual pays a bill at a certain time, has a preferred mode of payment, and likes to be reminded around that time. I'm unfortunately a last day bill payer. So actually the reminder is a lifesaver that way. So it's extremely personalized to how you pay your bill and which electricity board you pay your bill to. Very similarly, we do this with recharges also, because even recharges is a very staggered preference, how people sort of recharge their mobiles and how many mobiles they recharge. I do multiple, for instance. But again, it's a journey and we are getting there. We're tailoring use cases where it makes most sense for a user and where we have the best data to enable this.
I think I would like to add a few things to what Priya said. I think beautifully she said how personalization can be used, right, or hyper personalization can be used in different industry. I think there is like a different dimensions where people are, or rather brands are using hyper personalization. When it comes to benefit for like a growth marketer, I think mostly they benchmark it on a basis of ROI, that how they can showcase a right message at a right time to a user so that he won't get lost in clutter of a message, and then he will take a appropriate action and do a conversion, right? Apart from that, as Priya rightly said, there are different brands who are actually changing their wireframe. Once you land on a homepage, then you will feel that homepage is customized on a basis of your preference. It's not that we are selling anything to anyone, right? It's like we are selling those things to a user who actually wants us, and he's like a dire need of it, right? Which also reduces the journey of a user. So though there is a metric called time spent on a website, and there was like a time when people used to say that if the time spent on a website or in your app is higher, then the user retention is higher. But slowly people started realizing that if the time spent is really high, then actually user is getting confused. So you should shorten their journey of a conversion, and their hyper personalization comes into a picture at a big level. Ultimately, what is happening in a hyper personalization? You are creating, or you're collecting a lot of data points, right? What he is doing, when he is doing, which kind of preferences he has. You're putting into one warehouse, data warehouse, and then on a basis of that, you are retargeting a user, or you are giving a recommendation to a user so that he can take a right decision and he won't get lost in a clutter of messages or clutter of products, right? I think Wanda was talking about that they have 3,000 SKUs, which is a pretty big number. If you talk about e-commerce, they might be having 10,000 or 1 lakh SKUs, right? You just think if you go on any e-commerce and then they will just pop up with different kind of messages, different kind of products, whether it's relevant or irrelevant, then you will get lost. Instead of that, once you go on some e-commerce site, and if they can showcase, okay, you have a interest in perfume, so they will showcase the perfumes to you. And maybe there is a male who has an interest in basketballs, who showcase a basketball to you. Then you will feel so good that they will like cut the chase in your life, and then they will directly take you to the add to cart, or maybe make a payment page, right? Which can reduce the number of steps for making a payment, and it will feel really good to a user, because he has not spent hours or half an hour to do a search, right? So I think there comes a hyper personalization where they increase the ROI, they reduce the search time or browsing time on an app, and still user is feeling very comfortable, and they are feeling really good about it, because now you are giving him what he wants.
Yeah, I think I'll build on from Amit. I mean, say really poignant and wonderful points. I mean, to say when a user comes on your app, you have to reduce as much friction, give him actually what you want. So when you see hyper personalization in mobile marketing, it's very relevant to, you know, search and recommendation to reduce friction and to actually get conversion. And you see the brands, like we are in e-commerce in effect. We have a plethora of offerings, 3,000, 4,000 SKUs. So you really don't want a consumer to get befuddled, but how do you have customized offerings? So search and recommendation really, really helps. Search because, for example, you have searfish, right? You have searfish, big, large, small, medium, so many. Then you have a steak, you have curry cut, you have so many things. So you really want to help him in this purchase journey, so he finishes this entire process effortlessly. So how, when he's searching for it, you give him what you want. Recommendation, right? I mean, to say there is something called static personas, which all of us are very happy doing it, because basis affinity, we say, okay, this is your age, gender, demographics, we club them. But if you do static, you're really going to have a problem. It has to be dynamic. You have to know your consumer. For example, if I have reached the cart and I need to make a purchase of X amount to get free delivery, but I'm falling short, right? You know this consumer, you can proactively push a lower ticket size thing like eggs, etc., for him to actually complete the journey and, you know, get that conversion, rather than for him to go back and search and to have drop-offs. In terms of a dynamic persona, you keep on learning consumers again and again. So for example, you know, there is this youngster, early jobber, he's buying chicken curry cut right now, but you know his behavior. So why don't you also upsell a marinade to him or chicken wings to him, right? So in that way, you understand the consumer, you upsell also, and you get a conversion. So I think search, recommendation, all this works very, very strongly. And if you know the consumer, you can really, really make the journey also very, very short and seamless.
So Priya, Amit, and Vanda, those were some great points that came out in terms of the benefits. And Priya, like you were mentioning, even I am part of that long list of consumers who would reach out, or the short list, I don't know, you would know it better, who reach out at the last minute. And when that app sends me that reminder, I realize, oh yes, rather than paying the penalty, it's better I do my payment right away with just a swipe. So that's how it helps. And also, like Amit rightly mentioned, that, you know, earlier the measurement used to be that how longer times are being spent on your website or your app. But then again, we have to cut the journey short, because we realize that the consumers coming on the website or the app getting confused may not do it. And again, like Vanda said, with so many SKUs, how the whole personalization comes into play is very important. And one thing that I've realized amongst the three of this inputs was that it also helps us to do a cross-selling and upselling, right? I'm sure that at your end, you would be having that whole structure that, oh yes, like Vanda was giving an example that, you know, if he's bought those chicken cuts, and you could land up giving him chicken wings for the next recipe that he has to prepare or she has to prepare. And at your end, Priya, if you know that for a fact that they would be paying a bill, then you could go ahead and offer them a recharge of that sort, etc. So I think that also helps in personalization in terms of cross-selling and upselling. And there's one more report that I would like to share that I was going through, where, you know, Deloitte mentioned that 80% of, when they did a survey, that 80% of the consumers said that the likelihood to purchase would be higher when the messaging to them is personalized, right? Because they know for a fact that they want to buy a red t-shirt, which is of this particular size, and they want to get it delivered at free of cost by this particular day. So imagine when someone sends you that message right when you're browsing on for news, for sports, etc., and then you'll end up getting such messages, then that's just a click away, right? You don't even have to have that thing of get the consumer to the website or the app, spending so much energy and time in making sure that person is interested and then does a purchase. So Yeah, those were great points that come out when it comes to the benefits. And these were holistically, we can say that, hyper personalization helps not only getting better ROI for our organizations, for bettering the consumer experience, for cross-selling and upselling. But I think there is also an angle wherein, there will be a lot of segments where hyper personalization may not work. There would be a lot of industries where it may not apply. There will be a lot of places where you cannot go ahead with an hyper personalization because just that industry or that particular segment may not work. So, Ankit, would you want to walk us through that entire aspect? While we know what is hyper personalization, the benefits, but like a coin has two sides, we also have to understand the other aspect as well. That where is it that this hyper personalization may not work for us?
Perfect, Suchi. Thank you for summarizing what Amit slash Priya slash Vanda had mentioned, right? So clearly, right, so that set the foundation, right? So because I'm here to create some three bubble burst movements, right, about hyper personalization, right? The first bubble burst movement, hyper personalization is not only about the first party data, right? Because if you rely only on first party data, beyond a point, you will start hitting a wall, right? So let's take a scenario, right? I'm a user who just opened Fresh to Home app, right? And just browsed the product and dropped out, right? And for the Fresh to Home, the first party data signal will say that, hey, I'm a user, might be looking for some eggs, right? And might have got dropped out, right? So he might be maybe from Bangalore, maybe some data signals and those kind of stuff, right? But what Fresh to Home doesn't know that, hey, I'm a high scale apartment user who has paid Netflix subscription user and who purchased very heavy on big basket, right? Almost like 50,000 rupees per month, right? And who also loves going to different restaurants, do party at home and those kind of points, right? Now just imagine, right? If Fresh to Home knows about all this data point, right? Their communication, whether it's an on-site communication, notification, or any kind of outreach to me would have been very, very different, right? So the magic is when you add the first party data with the second party and third party data, right? Is where you know beyond what the user is doing, right? So it's beyond your app ecosystem, right? So you get to know that, hey, this set of user is frequent traveler, the set of user who watches a lot of OTT content, the set of users who maybe shops a lot of fashion on Myntra, lot of things it does in and maybe on the offline shopping, right? So clearly, this is the new wave that we are seeing, right? The first party data is not the only source for a perfect hyper personalization, right? It has to get married with the second party and third party, especially it becomes much more critical, as I've said in this past, right? Where the consumers are getting more and more controlled, right? And to choose what kind of data has to be shared, right? That the reason becomes more like a data value sharing, right? The second burst, the bubble burst moment, right, is the hyper personalization can only happen when you are in a digital native environment, right? When you have either, when I say digital native environment, that means whether you have any maybe a property which is either a website or an app, right? No, right? So that's the second bubble burst. Even the offline players can do it, right? And again, the party is again the magic is the first parties combining the first party data with second and third, right? This is something that we did with GCPL, and this is something for their homegrown brands, especially on the home sector for their bygone, for the good night products and all those things, where what we did was we tried to get their offline data and the hash format converted into matched with the second party data and started observing what these users are doing, right? And tried to have a separate communication for every user, right? Depending on what, right? So second, the bubble burst moment is you really don't need to have device IDs or cookie IDs only, right? Any kind of identifier can help you in creating an hyper personalization, right? You can create a data segment you need and party which can marry the data and have some meaningful number to that, right? A third bubble burst movement is hyper personalization can become creepy, right? And we all know, right? Hey, just imagine that I'm a user and maybe me and my wife, we just have not announced that we are pregnant, and suddenly we get an ads all over the places that, hey, that these are the next products, right? That becomes like hell a lot of creepy, right? So, and at the same time, I'm just browsing on some content on some this part, and suddenly I get to say, hey, Ankit Grover, this is what your new offer is. It becomes really, really creepy, right? And that's the third myth buster, right? In the segments where this part, right? Hyper personalization is not only about getting personal, right? The most important thing is to get relevant, right? And the relevancy can only come, right, not only by the first party data, again going back to the same point part, right? It also comes by looking at the data points outside your app environment, right? And that's where you get to know more about the user, and that's where you can refine your communication to that particular user, right? And yeah, these are the few points where if you don't do it, especially the new user journey, right, where you have very little data about the user, right, it becomes this part. You need to really marry the data with the second party and the third party data, right, and use for the effective marketing campaigns, right? So yeah, happy to hear views from your space.
I think building on Ankit's point, I think those bubble bursts are very important. And before that, building on Vanda's point, as the number of items for you increases, the need for hyper personalization actually goes up. So, like Vanda was mentioning that she has 3,000 SKUs to sell. For my case, in Ghana, we have 35 million different songs that we need to serve out to 100 million plus users. And the song listenership of India is as diverse as the country itself, especially for Ghana, which is more popular within the Indic and the Vernac communities. So for me, hyper personalization ka jo pitfalls is something that I see on a daily basis. And one thing that Ankit put out very succinctly well is that hyper personalization is not the goal, it's not the end goal. Hyper personalization is a tool. Your end goal is to create relevancy. That is something that has to be remembered. And this is where I feel that, and this is where I see on a daily basis where hyper personalization starts failing, or what are the pitfalls of hyper personalization where it comes in. Uh, if I have to categorize the pitfalls, I'll say that all the pitfalls can be categorized into two broad categories. One is more related to the social and the policy and the moral issues, which Ankit was highlighting in the third point. And the second is more on the technical aspects of it. When you are trying to create hyper personalization, but you fail, but you just miss the mark on relevancy, and sometimes you go very offshoot. So, if we talk about this the wrong method of doing personalization and missing the relevancy part, that is further divided into three parts. First is when you simply don't have the right amount of data. For example, if you have to visualize this scenario, just imagine any food ordering app, right? And now there are three different users. One user who has ordered one burger, only one burger on the app. The other who has made 10 orders. The third who has made 100 orders. Now the user who has made 100 orders, yes, you have a lot of data. You have an algorithm. You can start doing hyper personalization. But should you be creating hyper personalization for the first user who has just made first order, especially when you don't have third party data? That is where you start seeing the problem that you have on Ghana. You have listened to one Rajesh Khanna song and you start getting the same notification again and again. So you need to start setting boundaries and limits where you should hyper personalize and where you might wait, कि यार अभी is not the right time, or maybe I don't have all the required data points internally. The second point is usually because we as marketers tend to miss out on the right campaign structures. A very interesting example recently happened with me on Amazon, where I was looking for olives for putting in my martini, and the next day I get a notification कि ये आम का अचार ले लो. Because both of these things are into pickled items and fall into the same category. So that is also sort of missing out on the context and sort of missing out on the right campaign structure. And the third part is the absolute lack of context that sometimes even the machine is not able to understand. And a very funny example that happens with us is that a user who listens to party hit songs on a Friday night, Saturday morning ko I should not be sending him कि अभी तो party शुरू हुई है. Saturday has to be a hangover song, and that my hyper personalization engine has to understand. So what context has to be understood when you are trying to hyper personalize. So these are the three things that I think any marketer should be taking care of while on the technical aspects of hyper personalization. And then the second part, the first part that I was coming at is more on the social and the policy based issue. The idea, there are two things. First is you don't spook the customers, like very rightly Ankit said. And the second is where I have seen hyper personalization work really well is that when you are actually increasing the value, you are doing some sort of value addition in the user's journey. For example, consider Cred for that example. Cred has the most personal financial information compared to most of the other apps, set apart a few banking apps here and there. Now, if it sends me, okay, hey, this is we have found that there is this miscellaneous charge added to your bill. Would you like to take this? Now, I know as a user that it has gone through my financial records, my credit card history, which I believe is more personal to me than my WhatsApp history. It becomes very spooky, but because it is giving me a huge value addition, I might be like saying yes, but usko karne ka sahi tarika is to set the right context in front of the user. You say to the user, hey, do you want us to generate this particular value for you? And for this, we'll be needing this. Take the right permission, take the right consent, and do this. The second part is on the policy part is there are certain aspects that we should not be going for hyper personalization. And that especially comes into the healthcare and health tech sector. And especially, and sometimes in Ghana as well, there's a very funny example I'll take. Healthcare, you can, if you are a pharmacy app, you cannot go and say, hey, because we know that you have diabetes, you should be taking this as well. That could be creating a value addition, but that is not something that the user might be willing to accept, or might want to receive a sort of a notification or email from the app. On Ghana, we have very funny, very interesting examples. Somebody is listening to heartbreak songs, and you would have no idea how many Indians are listening to heartbreak songs on a daily basis. But
Ankit, can you please quantify how many hearts are broken on a daily basis in this country?
I'll say that there are 3 times more heartbreak songs listeners than.
And I'm sure you can break it down. You can break it down into male, female, age group, geo as well. I'm sure you can break down on that because of hyper personalization.
Yes, we can, but so yeah, the coming back to that point कि ठीक है, दिल टूट गया तो टूट गया, लेकिन अब उसको मुझे पुश नहीं करते रहना कि यार आपका दिल टूट गया तो बस आप ये इमरान हाशमी के गाने सुनते रहो, ठीक है, या अल्ताफ राजा के गाने सुनते रहो, या उसको मैं ये भी नहीं बोल सकता कि चीयर अप होने के लिए आप ये वाले बादशाह के गाने सुनो या हनी सिंह के गाने सुन लो because you are feeling very like ठीक है in a certain kind of mood. So yes, negative emotions is something that when you are starting on a hyper personalization journey, maybe leave that part for the last when you have the right context and the right brand image setup. Start with adding positive and good news and those kind of things. So this is where I think the hyper personalization we see on a daily basis going down, but otherwise I think that's the future, and with all the caveats taken into place.
I guess we've had
points.
Yes, Vanda.
I mean to say the point you made on context was so important in terms of you said Cred actually knows our history, right? And the context of how you communicate to the consumer is very important. I think while Cred's example was positive, I mean to say healthcare and finance are 2 segments which are always handled with utter caution, right? There are so many times when we get calls for home loans, right? Different banks, they call us and they say, oh, you want a home loan worth this much. And they also tell us you have taken another loan, or, and that kind of information is actually detrimental. So, while in one purview, you think that having so much of information about the consumer will help you make that sale better. But the context also is so important because, there is a saying, be overt with the collection of customers' data, but be covert about communicating what you know about them. So how do you manage it, right? It's not just about AI and ML, but it's also that understanding of how do you give that information to a person is very, very important. It can backfire. Also in terms of health, right? As Ankit Grover had mentioned that there was this case about a pregnancy test. So in terms of hyper personalization, we should also understand channels and also assets which are shared. For example, my email ID, I may also, share with my husband, or the house I'm staying, I share with my parents, right? So certain information which is shared, which is detrimental to it, has a negative impact. There was this case about a girl in the US living with her parents. She was browsing about, pregnancy, and the e-commerce player sent her a pregnancy kit, and she had not told her parents also. So this is the best example of hyper personalization, but it backfired, and how. So therefore, the context is very, very important. So yeah, thanks, Ankit. I mean to say that's a revelation to me too.
I think both the Ankits have come out giving us, this entire two parts which we were trying to address, the segments where hyper personalization works and does not work, and the pitfalls, like Ankit Apurva brilliantly explained in terms of the examples. Now we know how many Indians are listening to heartbreak songs. Can we safely say to some, just to add on the segments where it won't work, like, a healthcare sort of a sector will not have a hyper personalization applicable in the way, like Vanda, like both of you, Vanda and Ankit mentioned that, the way you would want to communicate, like me as a consumer, how much of that information I'm ready to take it on my face in terms of an advertising is what becomes important, right? So we can safely say in terms of a healthcare or a finance for that matter, like Vanda, you were saying that I've opted for a home loan, they keep on, and Ankit, that ties to the point where you said hyper personalization is not just digital. If a bank knows I've taken a home loan, they'll keep on calling me, they'll keep on sending me emails, SMSs, etc., that you have opted for a home loan and you can now opt for a personal loan or a car loan or an education loan for your kid, etc. So that's how they're using this data, to go back in an offline mode and trying to reach out to us, while they want that hyper personalization angle to come in, but me as a consumer may not be comfortable with it. So we can safely say in certain segments like personal healthcare or healthcare in terms of the whole well-being and wellness and nutrition can still be considered, but wellness and your finances, hyperpolarization may not work, or if it made it work, it has to be done with the right metric, with the right caution. And in terms of pitfalls, like if you were to summarize, Ankit, like you rightly said, like, the data that we collect, how best we have to use it, how we have to present it will be very important. So this is one pitfall where me as a consumer, if the brand keeps on, if an advertiser keeps on sending ads to us, and we know for a fact that we don't want that information that we know to be seen, I might just become averse to the brand, right? I must just say that Ghana keeps on showing me that playlist that my heart is broken, and for the next 3 months, my heart is going to remain broken. Even if I found a partner, I will be like, I need to switch from Ghana to some other partner, and that's possible, right? That's one pitfall that we can say. So yeah, I guess this actually brings out the points where we have the benefits, there are also disadvantages as well to the same thing. So anything anyone would
Suchi,
like to
that
add
actually,
on? Yeah.
Yeah, that actually backfires the other way around. Someone is in a relationship, is listening to happy romantic songs, so breakup ke baad hum bole ye lo, and that creates a flood of memories. Then the first thing that user is going to do is to uninstall my app. So yeah.
Right. So yeah, if there are any other pointers, any other views that you want to express, around the points that we discussed in terms of hyper personalization, before you want to summarize how best it can be done, any case studies that you can think of, any tips that you want to give advertisers apart from whatever we discussed, the floor is open.
I think, Suji, I would just like to add one thing.
Yes,
see, there is always a good part and a bad part about each and everything. But I think if you talk about the overall brands and industry, we are just scratching the surface when it comes to hyper-personalization, right? We are still just trying to figure out what need to be done, how things need to be done. And as you rightly said, health tech or healthcare as a sector, they have not started doing personalization, because still they are into a very initial segment of selling things without knowing, without telling, without checking whether which kind of a medicine, which kind of a test is required by which kind of a user. You will always get a message, get a full body checkup, get a full body checkup at 200 rupees, 500 rupees, right? Because actually no one is getting into data, because right now, if you talk about India as a startup ecosystem, we are still scratching surface. If you talk to maybe some US companies, innovation and health tech, right? They're actually getting into the health records, EMR, and then they are saying, okay, what happened with a user maybe a year back, and which kind of possibilities the which might occur maybe in next 6 months or 1 year, right? I think there is a pros, there is a con, right? But I think always, I think all of us as a marketer, and we understand one thing, beyond a limit or beyond a certain threshold, if we overdo anything, whether it's a personalization, whether it's a recommendation, it will certainly going to push a user towards uninstalling an app, right? So we always be really mindful of that, till what limit or till what extent we can push a user, right? Because if you get maybe 10 notifications from one brand in a single day, whatever is relevant or irrelevant, you will get irritated and you will uninstall app, right? So I think we should certainly define the limits, that till what level we can go, and accordingly we can take a call. Certainly it's a good thing, because you're talking about a data, you're taking a decision based upon a data. So whatever ROI, whatever engagement you're getting from a user on a normal basis, you are certainly going to get a better ROI, better engagement, better retention from a user through personalization, and if you optimize the personalization in a certain way.
Absolutely. I think, Amit, that was bang on in terms of, how that whole hyper-personalization should be used with caution, what should be considered, because we as a country are still getting into it, like we've been discussing, and then everyone has been saying that we're just getting in there as compared to the much more advanced markets when it comes to all of this getting implemented. So yeah, any other point, any other views anyone would like to express?
One thing, Shuchi, I wanted to say, add to what Amit said, was essentially what you call as KYC. You just need to know your customer. It's quite simple, really. Even if you're micro-targeting, you do it with permission. You make sure there's a rigorous validation process, and there is some relevance when you're personalizing. And you need to have a constant feedback loop. I think that's one thing we tend to forget as marketers. Ask your users to signal their interest and intent by some means. You can have quizzes, you can ask them whether they like this message, does it make sense for them. You can ask them to indicate preferences on the kind of content they like to receive. It can't be a one-way traffic, essentially. So that's one thing we need to be very cognizant of, I think. And one interesting data point which I read, which I'd like to share, is apparently the attention span has now reduced from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. So we literally have a stop clock after we send a communication as marketers. That's how small the attention span is.
Sure. So I guess we've it up in the last whatever we've discussed, that data is essential. Using data from all angles with artificial intelligence and machine learning becomes the crux when you have to have hyper-personalization getting implemented. That will lead to hyper-personalization, will definitely help, and the success to define a hyper-personalized campaign will come from engagement, relevance, and trust. Engagement in terms of how you're using that data to engage with those audiences. Relevance is when you use that data to serve the relevant content, and obviously build trust eventually, because like Amit also mentioned, that if I get 10 notifications, my trust is I'll be like, I don't want to use this app anymore because I'm done getting the notifications. So those three pillars is what we can say. Like there are pitfalls which Ankit, Apurva very nicely elaborated in terms of where it will work, where it will not work. So we have to keep that in mind when it comes to hyper personalization. And yeah, if we were to sum it up, this is how it looks like in just those 5 pointers. So yeah, it was great. Any thoughts, any viewpoints before we close the session from all of you all?
I think I'll just add on that, right? So I know the shift has already happened, right? From one to many to one to one, right? As that makes our job much more tougher, right? So we have to be really, really cautious of how do we use users' data for their benefit, right? And just letting them know why we are doing that, right? So yeah, so that's the hyper personalization is already there. It's the future, right? And how do we make on most of it, right? So it's the most important thing.
Yeah, and also not forgetting that privacy concerns are coming up. GDPR is there somewhere. We are also getting into that position. So along with that, when we say data, like Ankit, you mentioned first party, second party, third party, we need to make sure we're building on those data points to get into this way of hyper personalization to become a success for us.
Thank you so much, everyone, for the wonderful discussion and this session. Now, I would like to invite the CEO and founder of AdDilly, once again, Ms. Vijaya Ghosh, ma'am, to please come and share her insightful vision and thoughts on the proceedings of Digixx 2022 Summit and Awards. Good evening, everyone. We've come to the conclusion of our sixth edition of Digixx 2022, but the conversations do not end here. The thoughts, debates, analysis, insights that we have listened to from our esteemed speakers over these 3 days, I am sure will spawn further discussion across boardrooms. Besides, these topics are universal, impact every business, and are the future of the industry. Influencer marketing and creator economy are poised to become a formidable force for brands as they sharpen their focus on their TG. We also heard how data and performance metrics will transform influencer marketing into a powerful financial proposition and deliver considerable ROI. Our industry leaders also envisaged how the cookieless world will be for advertisers and how they can pivot their hyper personal targeting strategies while optimizing use of first party data. Programmatic, artificial intelligence, connected TV, these and other tools will soon become more commonplace and enhance marketing strategies. Already, connected TV is giving marketers an opportunity to tap the digital streaming space. Our industry experts shared their mantra to be on top of the market game plan here. The industry leaders also decoded how AI is transforming the future of digital marketing and what we can expect in the coming times. No conversation on digital is complete without including mobile marketing strategies, be it consumer engagement, connecting with the Gen Next, drawing up hyper personalized strategies. Mobile marketing plans have to be nimble. Industry experts shared the means and the methods to ensure brand safety in a rapidly evolving digital ecosystem. I am deeply grateful to each and every speaker at Digixx 2022 panel discussions, fireside chats, and keynote addresses for devoting their time and being so generous with sharing their own experiences and insights for the benefit of all. With this, we conclude yet another very successful edition of Digixx. But don't log off yet, because picture abhi baki hai dosto. We now move on to unveiling the winners of Digixx Awards 2022. To do the honors, I would like to welcome my colleague Nehal Shukla. Over to you, Nehal.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, Namita, for hosting these discussions so wonderfully. Hello, everyone. This is Nehal Shukla from Team AdGully, and I, along with my colleague Brushali Sanghvi, will be your host for the awards. Well, this is the most awaited moment which all of us have been waiting for. I am sure that you all are really eager to watch who the winners are for 6th edition of Digixx 2022 Summit and Awards. But before that, I request my team to kindly play the event AV. Digixx 2022 is presented by InMobi & Glance. Our silver partner is Bob. AI partner is Pixis. Our gifting partners are the Tribe Concepts and Just Herbs. Skincare partner is Quench. And a beauty partner is Sugar Cosmetics. Team, can we please have our sponsor AV?
In the age of the connected consumer, InMobi helps brands deliver communication that are timely, personalized, and real. Brands can understand, identify, engage, and acquire customers using InMobi's integrated marketing platform. Understand and identify your consumers using the Pulse and Audiences platforms. and engage and acquire using InMobi's trusted and transparent media buying platforms. Connect with your consumers in ways that matter. InMobi, driving real connections.
Why buy 3 when you can buy 1? The 3-in-1 face cleanser from the Tribe Concepts is my skin's favorite all-rounder. Use it to cleanse daily, scrub often, mask whenever, and be ready for any occasion. So what are you waiting for? Grab yours now.
Face brightening daily cleanser. See instant results from first wash.
Just wanted to show you how Just Herbs is made. This is our office, where it all begins. The fields, these flowers and plants is our infrastructure and our resource. Every harvest signals the start of a new project. These are the only tools we have to practice our craft. Nature's precious elements, raw, unprocessed, pristine, and full of nutrition. Drop by drop, blend after blend, we inch closer to our goal. We set out to preserve and sustain purity and carefully churn out the best mix and deliver on our promise of safety and effectiveness.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, when will you stop judging us all? हम खुश हैं, तैयार भी. हम रंगीन हैं, आजाद भी. ना झुकते हैं, ना डरते हैं. जो सोचते हैं, वही करते हैं. नहीं सुनना तुमसे कि हम अधूरे हैं. हम खुद में ही पूरे हैं. शुगर, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग मेकअप उनके लिए जो आजाद उड़े.
Thank you, team. I would now like to thank our esteemed jury members who have took out their time and put in many efforts for selecting the winners for the awards. These are our jury members who have took out their time and helped us to select the winners for Digixx 2022 Summit and Awards. Abhik Sanyal, Senior Vice President and Head Consumer Marketing, DSP Mutual Funds. Akila Chandrasekhar, Head Marketing and CRM Organic India. Anurag Iyer, Global Head Monetization Strategy, Creator and Content Glance. Atul Raja, Executive Vice President, Global Marketing, Vadvani Foundation. Bhavin Shah, Marketing Manager, India Region Outbrain. Cyrus Shroff, Associate VP and Head of Banking and Financial Services, Performix India. Gaurav Pava, VP Sales, VServe. Kavita Rajware, co-founder IBM Podcast. Neha Singhvi, Director Communications and Reputations, Games 24/7. Omar Syed, CDO Ad Factors Digital, Ad Factors. Pallavi Nayak, Head of Marketing, Onmo. Rajni Daswani, Director, Digital Marketing, Socheers. Samar Kagalwala, Head of Marketing and Growth, Onsurety. Shifali Khalsa, Head of Brand, Copcom and CSR, SBI General Insurance. Shitanshu Dikshit, Senior Manager, Communications, Pernod Ricard, India. Supratik Sengupta, Head of Marketing, Consumer Healthcare, Lupin. Vishal Mehra, CEO, Popcorn Communications. Thank you, jury, for taking out your time and selecting the winners for Digixx 2022 Summit and Awards. Moving on to the most awaited moment. Yes, the awards. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Automobile Sector, Automobile Accessories. The gold winner is JK Tire and Industries for the campaign Smart Tire, Tire with a Brain. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in BFSI, General Insurance category. The gold winner is Care Health Insurance, nominated by AdLift. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Consumer Product Group, Beauty and Wellness. The gold winner is Maybelline New York, nominated by mCanvas Advertising. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in E-commerce, Health and Wellness category. The gold winner is GAIA, nominated by Popcorn Communications. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Education Sector. The gold winner is Splash Loan, nominated by InMobi. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Food Tech, Food and Beverages category. The gold winner is London Dairy, nominated by Shebang. The Digital Marketing Excellence, Healthcare and Pharma category. The gold winner is Cipla for the campaign Let's Talk Lung Attack. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Fashion and Lifestyle category. The gold winner is Quench. Congratulations, the winners, and I request my audience to show some love to these winners and keep cheering and congratulating them by throwing out the emojis in the chat box. You can also tweet us using hashtag Digixx 2022. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Media and Entertainment, OTT category. The gold winner is Z5, nominated by M Canvas Advertising. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence, the best use of programmatic platform. The gold winner is Dabur Chyawanprash, nominated by Mediacom. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Real Estate Residential Project. Joint gold winners are Anarok Property Consultants and Joyville Homes, nominated by Ting Works LLP. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Retail category. The gold winner is Raymond Fabrics and Apparel, nominated by Madison Media. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Sports category. The gold winner is My 11 Circle, nominated by AFL. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Technology category. The gold winner is WhatsApp, nominated by M Canvas Advertising. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Telecom category. The gold winner is Airtel Broadband, nominated by Performix India. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Transport category. The gold winner is Shipyari. Audience, throw some love and emojis in the chat box for these wonderful winners. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Travel and Leisure category. The gold winner is Go Ibibo, nominated by Global Media. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, CPG and F&B category. The bronze winner is ITC Foods Bingo, nominated by ITC 6 Cents for their campaign Bingo, the story of Achalu. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, CPG and F&B category. The silver winner is Mentos, nominated by Creative Land Asia for their campaign Say Hello Mentos. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, CPG and F&B category. The gold winner is Nutrilite, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for their campaign India Ka Longest Breakfast Table. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in CSR campaign media. The bronze winner is News 18 Bihar and Jharkhand for their campaign Baadh Mein Aapke Saath. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in CSR campaign media. The silver winner is India News for Zara Sochiye. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in CSR campaign media category. The gold winner is CNBC TV 18 for their campaign My Smile, My Insurance. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Data Analytics and Optimization, BFSI and FinTech category. The bronze winner is Bajaj Alliance General Insurance, nominated by LogicServe Digital for their campaign Incremental Business by Leveraging GCM Tech and Branding Campaigns. Audience, keep showing your love to these wonderful winners and keep cheering and congratulating them. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Data Analytics and Optimization, BFSI and FinTech category. The silver winner is MoneyView, nominated by VServe Digital Services for their campaign Paperless Loan Campaign. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Data Analytics and Optimization, BFSI and FinTech category. The gold winner is CoinDCX, nominated by Zapads Media for their campaign Happy Days. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Digital and Direct Marketing. The bronze winner is Rummy Circle, nominated by Affle. For the campaign, It's Time to Win It All. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Digital and Direct Marketing. The silver winner is Bajaj Markets, nominated by Bajaj Finserv Direct. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Digital and Direct Marketing. The gold winner is MSEAL, nominated by Madison Media for their campaign MSEAL OBD. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Experiential M&E category. The bronze winner is Zee Bioscope for their campaign Kamariya Kare Hip Hop Season 2. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Experiential M&E silver winner is abpeducation.com for their campaign ABP Education Admission Fair. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Experiential M&E category, the gold winner is Hindustan Times for the campaign Hindustan Times Leadership 2022. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign CPG Beauty and Wellness category, the gold winner is FEM, nominated by Poland Digital Solutions for their campaign Celeb Choice campaign. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign F&B category, the silver winner is Evocus, nominated by Value 360 Communications for their campaign hashtag Drink Black to Feel the Revolution of Hydration. Audience, show some love to these winners and tweet us using hashtag Digixx 2022. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign F&B category, the gold winner is McDowell's #1, nominated by Omnicom Media Group for their campaign Holy. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Insight and Research category, the bronze winner is ITC Limited, nominated by Performix India for their campaign ITC eStore, aiming for D2C dominance with best use of digital media. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Insight and Research, the silver winner is Godrej Consumer Products, nominated by InMobi for their campaign Digital Transformation, the Godrej Way. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Insight and Research, the gold winner is Ask Nestle, nominated by Zenith for their campaign Building Relevance with Personalization Communication. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Marketing Excellence during COVID-19 lockdown M&E category, the bronze winner is Zee Cinema for the campaign Father's Day. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Marketing Excellence during COVID-19 lockdown M&E category, the silver winner is Newsx for Second Wave Superheroes. Digital Marketing Excellence in Marketing Excellence during COVID-19 lockdown M&E category, and the gold winner for this award is Zee Bioscope for the campaign Tu Chinta Mat Kar Mai. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Mobile and Apps Marketing Gaming category, the bronze winner is Rummy Circle, nominated by Affle for the campaign It's Time to Win It All. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Mobile and Apps Marketing Gaming category, silver winner is GameZ, nominated by Zapads Media for their campaign Indian T20 League Fantasy. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Mobile and Apps Marketing Gaming, the gold winner is My 11 Circle, nominated by AFL for their campaign Making Bharat Hit a Six. The award for digital marketing excellence in moment marketing, the bronze winner is News 18 HSM Network for the campaign Hindi Ke Samrat. The award in digital marketing excellence in moment marketing, the silver winner is HDFC Life Insurance, nominated by Logics of Digital for their campaign #The Right Step. The award for digital marketing excellence in moment marketing, the gold winner is Shimaru Entertainment for their campaign Shimaru Meet Big Bash. The award for digital marketing excellence in PR and ORM, the bronze winner is Tata Play, nominated by Chimpanzee Inc. for their campaign Binge Christmas Spirit. The award for digital marketing excellence in PR and ORM, the silver winner is Z Bioscope for their campaign Barki Birthday Lajaria. The award for digital marketing excellence in PR and ORM, the gold winner is Upstocks, nominated by Ad Factors PR for their campaign Start Karke Dekho. Audience, show some love to these winners and keep cheering and congratulating them by throwing emojis in our chat box. You can also tweet us using #Digixx 2022. The award for digital marketing excellence in automobiles OEM category, the gold winner is Nissan Motor India, nominated by Single Interface for their campaign Driving Nissan Towards Digitization. The award for marketing excellence in BFSI sector, banking category, the gold winner is HDFC Bank, nominated by Kinect Media for their campaign Ad and Ad 3.0. The award for digital marketing excellence in consumer products group, F&B category, the gold winner is Chupa Chups, nominated by Perfetti Van Mill India for their campaign Unlocking Confectionery Potential in Young Adults. The award for digital marketing excellence in e-commerce brand store category, the gold winner is Mia by Tanishq, nominated by AdLift. The award for digital marketing excellence in media and entertainment regional sector, the gold winner is Z Bioscope for the campaign Talent Camera Action Season 2. The award for digital marketing excellence in media technology and platform, the gold winner is Xerxes by Zapads for their campaign Performance Redefined Programmatically. The award for digital marketing excellence in real estate commercial projects, the gold winner is Adani Realty. The award for digital marketing excellence in CSR campaign CPG category, the gold winner is Panasonic India, nominated by Watt Consult for their campaign Panasonic Building Blocks. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing retail, the bronze winner is Bosch & Lomb, nominated by AdLift. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing retail category, the silver winner is P.N. Gadgil and Sons for the campaign called A Tale of Human Diamond, Hirya Sarki Manas. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing retail, the gold winner is Mia by Tanishq, nominated by AdLift. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Data Analytics and Optimization CPG category, the bronze winner is ID Fresh Food, nominated by VServe Digital Services for their campaign ID Fresh Batter. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Data Analytics and Optimization CPG category, the joint silver winners are Godrej Consumer Products, nominated by InMobi, and Samrat Atta, nominated by Radin Media. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Data Analytics and Optimization CPG category, the gold winner is Ask Nestle, nominated by Zenith for their campaign Building Relevance with Personalized Communications. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Experiential Fashion, the gold winner is Ethnics by Raymond, nominated by Madison Media. Audience, show some love to the winners and keep cheering and congratulating them by throwing in emojis in the chat box. You can also tweet the winners and us using the hashtag Digixx 2022. But before moving forward to the next category of awards, I would like to call upon the stage my colleague, Rushali Sanghvi, to take over the next category of awards. Rushali, over to you.
Thank you for introducing me. I am Rushali and I would be taking forward the award series. The Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing Campaign Healthcare category, the gold winner is Resmid India, nominated by Bang in the Middle for campaign Father's Day campaign. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing Campaign, the Music and Entertainment category, the gold winner is Universal Music India for campaign Jugnu Dance Challenge. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Insight and Research, D2H Service Provider category, the gold winner is Tata Play, nominated by Chimpanzee Inc. for campaign Binge Christmas Spirit. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Marketing Excellence during COVID-19 lockdown, Consumer Electronics category. The silver winner is Eureka Forbes, nominated by Chimpanzee Inc. for campaign Strategic Digital Approach led to 150% of increase in sale. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Marketing Excellence during COVID-19 lockdown, Consumer Electronics category. The gold winner is Vivo India, nominated by Bang in the Middle for campaign Onam. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Mobile and Apps Marketing Astrology category, the gold winner is AstroTalk Astrology Horoscope, nominated by Tarsan MVS for campaign App User Acquisition. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Multi-Channel Marketing, 4 channels or more, BFSI category, the silver winner is SBI Life Insurance for campaign Papa Hai Na, Sumit ke Papa. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Multi-Channel Marketing, 4 channels or more, BFSI category, the gold winner is Bajaj Markets, nominated by Bajaj FinServ Direct for campaign Ab Choices Hue Aasan. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Programmatic and Performance Marketing, CPG category, the silver winner is Ashirwad Atta, ITC Foods, nominated by Zenith for campaign Ashirwad MG and SRC Atta Full Funnel Customer Acquisition Strategy on Amazon. Audience, please show some love to our amazing winners. Please share emojis on the chat box, and also use hashtag Digixx 2022 and tweet them and also congratulate them. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Programmatic and Performance Marketing, CPG category, the gold winner is Godrej Consumer Products, nominated by InMobi for campaign Digital Transformation the Godrej Way. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Search Marketing and Display Marketing, bronze winner is Asian Paints via Madison, nominated by Expat Media for campaign Rich Media Campaign. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Search Marketing and Display Marketing, the silver winner is Kofsils, nominated by Madison Media, campaign Kofsil Presents Dainik Jagran, Healthcare Heroes Award. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Search Marketing, Display Marketing, the gold winner is Titan Watch, nominated by AdLib. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media, BFSI, and FinTech, the bronze winner is State Bank of India for campaign hashtag Kindness is Cool. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media, BSFI, and FinTech, the silver winner is Kotak Mahindra Bank, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for campaign hashtag Moms on Duty, how the whole nation revered the warrior in our mother. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media, BFSI, and FinTech category, the gold winner is PhonePe, nominated by Bang in the Middle for campaign Parippu Vada. The award for the Digital Marketing Excellence in Sponsorship and Partner Marketing, M&E category, the bronze winner is Hindustan Times for campaign Lenovo SmartEd Scholarship Program. Audience, please show some love to our winners and congratulate them by throwing the emojis on our chat box. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Sponsorship and Partner Marketing, M&E category, the silver winner is MX Player, nominated by Expert Media for campaign activation of MX Player on OEM. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Sponsorship and Partner Marketing, M&E category, the gold winner is Hindustan Times for campaign Hindustan Times Leadership Summit 2022 Award. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in BSFI Service Life Insurance category, the gold winner is Max Life Insurance, nominated by VServe Digital Service for campaign Lead Generation Campaign. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in BFSI Service, NBFC category, the gold winner is Bajaj FinServe, nominated by Social Panga for campaign Saudhan Rahe, Safe Rahe. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Media and Entertainment Media category, the gold winner is India News for Ardha Satya. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, the Real Estate category, the gold winner is Columbia Pacific Communities for campaign hashtag Reply Don't Reject. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing Campaign, e-commerce category, the gold winner is Flipkart Seller Hub, nominated by Art E Media Tech for campaign Flipkart Fashion Life. The award for digital marketing excellence in CSR campaign entertainment category, the silver winner is Z Bioscope for campaign to Chinta Mat Karmai. The award for digital marketing excellence in CSR campaign entertainment category, the gold winner is Z Cinema for campaign Father's Day.
Sorry, audience, for a technical glitch. Dear audience, kindly wait for some time. We will begin shortly. Apologies for the technical issues. Audience, kindly bear with us for 5 minutes. We will begin shortly. Excellence in search marketing, display marketing. The gold winner is Titan Watch, nominated by AdLib. The award for digital marketing excellence in social media, BFSI, and fintech. The bronze winner is State Bank of India for campaign #kindness is cool. The award for digital marketing excellence in social media, BSFI, and fintech. The silver winner is Kotak Mahindra Bank, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for campaign #moms on duty. How the whole nation revered the warrior in our mother. The award for digital marketing excellence in social media, BFSI, and fintech category. The gold winner is PhonePe, nominated by Bang in the Middle for campaign Parippu Vada. The award for the digital marketing excellence in sponsorship and partner marketing, M&E category. The bronze winner is Hindustan Times for campaign Lenovo SmartEd Scholarship Program. Audience, please show some love to our winners and congratulate them by throwing the emojis on our chat box. The award for digital marketing excellence in sponsorship and partner marketing, M&E category. The silver winner is MX Player, nominated by Expert Media for campaign activation of MX Player on OEM. The award for digital marketing excellence in sponsorship and partner marketing, M&E category. The gold winner is Hindustan Times for campaign Hindustan Times Leadership Summit 2022 award. The award for digital marketing excellence in BSFI service life insurance category. The gold winner is Max Life Insurance, nominated by VServe Digital Service for campaign lead generation campaign. Award for digital marketing excellence in BFSI service, NBFC category. The gold winner is Bajaj FinServe, nominated by Social Panga for campaign Saudan Rahe, Safe Rahe. The award for digital marketing excellence in media and entertainment media category. The gold winner is India News for Ardha Satya. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing, the real estate category. The gold winner is Columbia Pacific Direct Reply. The award for digital marketing excellence in influencer marketing campaign, e-commerce category. The gold winner is Flipkart Seller Hub, nominated by Art E Media Tech for campaign Flipkart Fashion Life. The award for digital marketing excellence in CSR campaign entertainment category. The silver winner is Z Bioscope for campaign to Chinta Mat Kar Mai. The award for digital marketing excellence in CSR campaign entertainment category, the gold winner is Z Cinema for campaign Father's Day. Audience, you can also congratulate all our winners by tweeting them as using hashtag Digixx 2022. You can also share some emojis to show your love to the winners on our chat box. The award for digital marketing excellence in experiential CPG category, the bronze winner is Neutralite, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for campaign India Ka Longest Breakfast Table. The award for digital marketing excellence in experiential CPG, the silver winner is Mentos, nominated by Creative Land Asia for campaign Say Hello. The award for digital marketing excellence in experiential CPG category, the gold winner is Oreo, nominated by Visa Digital Service for campaign Oreo World Cookie Day. The award for digital marketing excellence in influencer marketing campaign BFSI category, the bronze winner is HDFC Bank, nominated by Connect Media for campaign Ad and Ad 3.0. The award for digital marketing excellence in influencer marketing campaign for BFSI category, the silver winner is Kotak Mahindra Bank, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for campaign Kotak Silk Money Matters. The award for digital marketing excellence in influencer marketing campaign BFSI category, the gold winner is State Bank of India for campaign SBI and Facebook ICC T20 marketing campaign. The award for digital marketing excellence in insight and research for media category, the gold winner is NewsX for medically speaking. The award for digital marketing excellence in best use of video, healthcare and pharma category, the gold winner is Dabur Honey, nominated by ICE Media Lab and Analytics for campaign The Honey Trail, Bharatpur chapter. The award for digital marketing excellence in viral marketing cosmetics, the gold winner is Sugar Cosmetics for campaign hashtag Bold and Free. The award for digital marketing excellence in marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown, April for category, gold winner is Raymond Fabrics and April, nominated by Madison Media for campaign Look Good, Do Good, Garment Exchange Program. Award for digital marketing excellence in mobile and apps marketing, healthcare and pharma category, the silver winner is Cipla Health Nestlé, nominated by Medicine Media, campaign Nestlé Kulke Saslo. Award for digital marketing excellence in mobiles and app marketing, healthcare and pharma category, the gold winner is Farm Easy, nominated by InMobi for campaign Make It Easy for Online Medicine Repurchasers. The award for digital marketing excellence in multi-channel marketing, 4 channels or more, M&E category, bronze winner is Hindustan Times, nominated by HT Media for campaign Independence Day campaign hashtag HT Legacy of Truth. The award for digital marketing excellence in multi-channel marketing, 4 channels or more, M&E category, silver winner is Z Cinema For campaign, Toto Machayega Halla. Hello Charlie, World TV Premiere campaign. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Multi-Channel Marketing, 4 channels or more for M&E category. The gold winner is Zibasco for campaign Lovely Please Messia. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Programmatic and Performance Marketing, BFSI category. The silver winner is State Bank of India for campaign lead generation, SBI Auto Loan and Mauritius Home Loan and Car Loan. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Programmatic and Performance Marketing for BFSI category. The gold winner is Axis Mutual Fund, nominated by LogicServe Digital for campaign outcome-based buying with the help of GA360. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign, Automobile OEM and Accessories category. The silver winner is JK Tires and Industries for campaign Smart Tires, tires with a brain. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign, Automobiles OEM and Accessory categories. The gold winner is Skoda Kushaq, nominated by Omnicom Media Group. Campaign Skoda, choose what really matters. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign, Mobile and Technology category. The gold winner is Realme, nominated by White Rivers Media. Campaign Realme, hashtag noise off, power on. Fit the Great Khali. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Promotional and Shopper Marketing, the bronze winner is Farm Easy, nominated by InMobi for campaign Makes It Easy for Online Medicines Repurchasers. Award for Digital Marketing Experience in Promotional and Shopper Marketing, the silver winner is Raymond Fabrics and April, nominated by Medicine Media for campaign Look Good, Do Good, Garment Exchange Program. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Promotional Shopper Marketing, gold winner is Tata Motors, nominated by Watt Consultant for campaign Tata Panchathon. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media CPG category. The bronze winner is Chupa Chups, nominated by Perfectly Van Miller India for campaign Unlocking Confectionery Potential in Young Adults. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media CPG category. The silver winner is Fortune Edible Oil and Food, nominated by Experience Commerce Software for campaign Rath Yatra 2021. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media CPG category, the gold winner is Mentos, nominated by Creative Land Asia. Campaign Say Hello 2021. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in User Experience and Design M&E category, the bronze winner is HT Labs, nominated by Hindustan Media Ventures for OTT Play website. Audience, please show some love on the chat box by sharing the emojis to congratulate winners. So the next award for the Digital Marketing Excellence in User Experience and Design any category. The silver winner is the Bioscope for Leblety's Messiah. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in User Experience and Design, M&E category, the gold winner is HT Labs, nominated by Hindustan Media Ventures for OTT Play app. The award for Marketing Excellence in Best Use of Video, Automobiles, OEM and Accessories category, the bronze winner is MG Gloucester, nominated by Interactive Avenues, a Reprise Network company, for campaign Challenge Accepted. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Best Use of Video, Automobiles, OEM and Accessory category. The silver winner is JK Tires for campaign Smart Tire, Tire with a Brain. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Best Use of Video, Automobiles, OEM and Accessory category. The gold winner is Bridgestone India, nominated by Wall Consult for campaign Chase Your Dream. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, Fashion Retail category. Silver winner is Rizzo, nominated by White Rivers Media for campaign hashtag Cliched Diwali 8 ads. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, Fashion and Retail category. The gold winner is Fast Track Watch, nominated by AdLift. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Viral Marketing, Healthcare and Pharma category. The silver winner is and 1 day. Not okay, please. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Viral Marketing, Healthcare and Pharma. Gold winner is Ansi Acne Star, nominated by Grapes Digital for campaign Thank You Haters. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Consumer Products, eStore category. The gold winner is ITC Limited, nominated by Zenith, campaign ITC eStore, aiming of D2C dominance with the best use of digital media. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Media and Entertainment, print category. The gold winner is Hindustan Times for campaign spearheading the fight against COVID-19. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, television category. The silver winner is The Bioscope for campaign Talent Camera Action Season 2. Award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing, television category. The gold winner is News India for Tiki Mirchi. Hi, before we start the last set of awards, I would like Nehal to move ahead with the award set. Thank you, team.
Thank you, Roshali. Moving on with the final set of awards, the award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Experiential, CPG, Beauty and Wellness. The gold winner is Skinella, nominated by Popcorn Communications for their campaign Miss Matchless, Match Me If You Can. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Marketing Excellence during COVID-19 Lockdown Travel category, the gold winner is Air Asia India for their campaign Red Pass. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media M&E category, the bronze winner is Hindustan Mission Shakti, nominated by Hindustan for their campaign, A Mission to Make Women Feel Safe, Respected and Empowered. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media M&E category, the silver winner is Sony Entertainment Television, nominated by White Rivers Media for their campaign Shark Tank India. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Social Media M&E category, the gold winner is Amazon Prime Video India, nominated by So Cheers for their campaign The Family Man Season 2. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Media and Entertainment Print category, the gold winner is Hindustan Times, nominated by HT Media for their campaign Independence Day campaign, hashtag HT Legacy of Truth. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Best Use of Video, CPG, Beauty and Wellness category, the silver winner is Vivel, nominated by Brand David for their campaign Vivel hashtag Work From Home. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Best Use of Video, CPG, Beauty and Wellness category, the gold winner is Mama Earth, nominated by Social Panga for their campaign Beautiful Indeed. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Programmatic and Performance Marketing, Automobile, OEM and Accessories sector goes to silver winner MG Hector, nominated by Interactive Avenues, a Reprise Network company, for their campaign Undisputed Champion before and during the pandemic. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Programmatic and Performance Marketing, Automobiles, OEM and Accessories sector, the gold winner is Bridgestone India, nominated by What Consult for their campaign Chase Your Dream. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing BFSI category, the silver winner is HDFC Life, nominated by Logicserve Digital for their campaign Sada Surakshit Rahe. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing BFSI category, the gold winner is Kotak Mahindra Bank, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for the campaign hashtag Moms on Duty. Audience, keep showing your love to these winners. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Content Marketing FMCG Consumer Durable category, the gold winner is Asian Paints, nominated by Kinect Media for their campaign Tana Bana. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Experiential Automobiles, OEM and Accessories, the gold winner is Skoda Kushak, nominated by Omnicom Media Group for their campaign Skoda 3D Projection at Highest Peak, Rotang Pass. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign CPG bronze winner is Dabur Red Toothpaste, nominated by Maiden Marketing India for their campaign Chabate Raho India, hashtag Environment Ko Bachate Raho India. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign CPG category, the joint silver winners are Godrej Consumer Products, nominated by Trell Experience, and Cosmia, nominated by Popcorn Communications. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Influencer Marketing campaign CPG category, the gold winner is Dabur Honey Tasty is nominated by Ava India, Worldwide India for their campaign launch of Dabur Honey Tasties. The award for digital marketing excellence in social media e-commerce category, the gold winner is Flipkart Seller Hub, nominated by RT Media for their campaign Kar Lo Jashn Ki Taiyari. The award for digital marketing excellence in mobile and apps marketing, automobiles, OEM and accessories. The gold winner is Hyundai i20 N-Line, nominated by We Serve Digital Services for their campaign i20 N-Launch campaign. The award for digital marketing excellence in best use of video real estate category, the gold winner is the Columbia Pacific Communities for the campaign #Miss Santa. The award for digital marketing excellence in marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown food and beverages. The bronze winner is Nutrilite, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for their campaign India Ka Longest Breakfast Table. The award for digital marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown food and beverage winner is Store, nominated by ITC Sixth Sense for their campaign ITC Basket Care. The award for digital marketing excellence in marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown food and beverages. The gold winner is Johnny Walker, nominated by Omnicom Media Group for the campaign Welcome Back. The award for digital marketing excellence in the best use of video, BFSI and FinTech category. The bronze winner is Bajaj Markets, nominated by Bajaj FinServ Direct for their campaign #Ab Choice Hue Aasan. The award for digital marketing excellence in best use of video, BFSI and FinTech category. The silver winner is PhonePe, nominated by Bang in the Middle for the campaign Paripu Vada. The award for digital marketing excellence in the best use of video, BFSI and FinTech category. The gold winner is 5 Paisa, nominated by White Rivers Media for their campaign Ab To Sabko Pata Hai. Audience, keep showing your love to these winners. Keep commenting emojis in the chat box, and you can also tweet us using #Digixx2022 on Twitter. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing, consumer electronics category. The silver winner is Philips Domestic Appliances India, nominated by Amazon Ads for their campaign Leveraged Gamification and Video. Campaign to drive awareness and engagement for their premium mixer grinder launch. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing, consumer electronics category. The gold winner is Wipro Lighting, nominated by Amazon Ads for their campaign Leveraged Alexa Voice Ads to build engagement with relevant audiences through an innovative audio gameplay during IPL 21. The award for digital marketing excellence in media and entertainment television category. The gold winner is Sony Entertainment Television, nominated by White Rivers Media for their campaign Shark Tank India. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing M&E category. The silver winner is Amazon Prime Video India, nominated by So Cheers for their campaign The Family Man Job Hunt. The award for digital marketing excellence in content marketing M&E category. The gold winner is Sony Live, nominated by Sony Pictures Network India for their campaign Shark Tank India. The award for digital marketing excellence in marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown, healthcare and pharma category. The silver winner is Manipal Hospitals, nominated by Social Panga for their campaign Happy Doctors Day, really. The award for digital marketing excellence in marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown, the healthcare and pharma category. The gold winner is Meadberry, nominated by Radin Media for their campaign High Rose during the pandemic time. The award for digital marketing excellence in the best use of video CPG category, the bronze winner is Mentos, nominated by Creative Land Asia for their campaign Say Hello Mentos. The award for digital marketing excellence in the best use of video CPG category, the silver winner is Asian Paints via Madison, nominated by Zapads Media for their campaign Rich Media campaign for Asian Paints. The award for digital marketing excellence in the best use of video CPG category, the gold winner is Fortune Edible Oils and Foods, nominated by Experience Commerce Software for their campaign Pet Pujo 2021. Pet Pujo 2021. The award for digital marketing excellence in influencer marketing campaign M&E category, the bronze winner is ZTV, nominated by The Small Big Idea for their campaign Meet Launch. The award for digital marketing excellence in influencer marketing campaign M&E category, the silver winner is Amazon Prime Video, nominated by The Small Big Idea for their campaign The Family Man Job Hunt. Audience, keep showing your love to these winners, keep cheering and congratulating them using hashtag Digixx 2022 on Twitter. The award for digital marketing excellence in influencer marketing campaign M&E category, the gold winner is NewsX for Influencer A-List. The award for digital marketing excellence in marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown, BFSI category, the silver winner is Kotak Mahindra Bank, nominated by Tonic Media Digital for their campaign hashtag Moms on Duty. The award for digital marketing excellence in marketing excellence during COVID-19 lockdown BFSI category, the gold winner is State Bank of India for their campaign SBI Aapke Saath. The award for digital marketing excellence in programmatic and performance marketing short video app category, the gold winner is MX Takatak, nominated by AFIL for their campaign Nurturing Bollywood Badshahs in Every Lane. The award for marketing excellence in best use of video media category, the silver winner is Hindustan Times, nominated by HT Media for their campaign Doctors Day campaign. The award for digital marketing excellence in the best use of video media category, the gold winner is News 18 HSM Network, nominated by News 18 India for their campaign Saaf Safai Zaruri Hai Bhai. The award for digital marketing excellence in viral marketing M&E category, the bronze winner is Shimaru Entertainment for their campaign Zulm or Jazbaat. The award for digital marketing excellence in viral marketing M&E category, the silver winner is NewsX for Vaku Diaspora Network. The award for digital marketing excellence in viral marketing M&E category, the gold winner is Sony Entertainment Television, nominated by White Rivers Media for their campaign Shark Tank India. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Leader in Digital Transformation. The gold winner is Xerxes by Zapads. Audience, keep showing your love in the chat box by throwing in some emojis and by tweeting us or using hashtag Digixx2022 on Twitter. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Best Crowdsourcing Activation. The gold winner is Just Hubs. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Ad Gully Young Guns of the Year, Agency Female category. The gold winner is Tejaswini Gandhi, Account Controller, Group Head, Madison. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Ad Gully Young Guns of the Year, Agency Male. The gold winner is Shivam Kakkar, Associate Planner, Starcom, India. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Ad Gully Young Guns of the Year, Marketing Cloud Platform. The gold winner is Shrishna Ravindran Srikrishnan, Integrated Marketing Manager, Asia Pacific, InMobi. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Emerging Influencer of the Year. The gold winner is Milan Modi, Account Director, Madison Media. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in Marketer of the Year. The gold winner is Amlan Patil, Marketing Head, Digital and E-Commerce, Kevin Care. The Marketer of the Year award for the gold winner is Anushri Ghosh, Lead Digital Strategy, Media Growth, E-Com and D2C, ITC Ashirwad. Audience, keep showing your love to these winners. The award for Marketer of the Year, the gold winner is Jeet Sen Gupta, Director Marketing, Z Bioscope. The award for Marketer of the Year and the gold winner is Moksh Chopra, Chief Marketing Officer, Kevin Care. The gold winner for Marketer of the Year is Rupenderjeet Singh, Head Digital Sales, Care Health Insurance. The gold winner for Marketer of the Year is Sachin Mishra, Digital Marketing Lead, Cipla Health. The gold winner for Marketer of the Year is Sampurna Rakshit, Marketing Head, Mia by Tanishq. The gold winner for Marketer of the Year is Savan Katiyar, Head Project Management and Growth, Marketing, Fresh to Home. The gold winner for Marketer of the Year is Sugandha Varshne, Lead Digital Marketing, Dizzo. The gold winner for Marketer of the Year is Tarun Jha, Head of Marketing, Skoda Auto India. The gold winner for the Marketer of the Year is Vivek Shivatsa, Head Marketing, Sales and Services Strategy, Tata Passenger Electric Mobility. The gold winner for Marketer of the Year is Yogin Vora, Head Digital Marketing, Z5. Audience, keep showing your love in the chat box and keep tweeting us on Twitter using hashtag Digixx2022. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Best Independent Digital Agency. The gold winner for this award is White Rivers Media. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Most Promising Digital Agency of the Year. And the gold winner is AdLift. Congratulations, AdLift. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Social Media Agency of the Year. The gold winner is LogicServe Digital. Congratulations, LogicServe Digital. The award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Performance Agency of the Year. The gold winner is AdLift. Congratulations, AdLift. the award for Digital Marketing Excellence in the Digital Agency of the Year. And the gold winner is Zapads Media. Congratulations, Zapads Media. The award for Marketing Excellence in Brand of the Year. And the gold winner is Z Biscope. Congratulations, Z Biscope. And congratulations to everyone, all the awardees, all the winners, and thank you all the panelists. With this, we come to an end of the awards and the Digixx 2022. I would like to thank all the jury members, the panelists, the winners, and our lovely audience who have been with us throughout these 3 days. Your participation has truly made this event successful. We hope you all had a great time today and all these 3 days. And a special thanks to our sponsors for Digixx 2022, without whom this event would not have been possible. Thank you, our presenting sponsor, InMobi and Clans, our silver partner, Bob, our AI partner, Pixis, our gifting partners, The Tribe Concepts and Just Herbs, our skincare partner, Quench, and our beauty partners, Sugar Cosmetic. Thank you so much, everyone, for making this event a great success. With this, it brings us to the end of Digixx 2022. Stay tuned for Imagix in June. For more information about our upcoming events, you can. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay connected. Thank you so much.
In the age of the connected consumer, InMobi helps brands deliver communication that are timely, personalized, and real. Brands can understand, identify, engage, and acquire customers using InMobi's integrated marketing platform. Understand and identify your consumers using the Pulse and Audiences platforms, and engage and acquire using InMobi's trusted and transparent media buying platforms. Connect with your consumers in ways that matter. InMobi, driving real connections.
Why buy 3 when you can buy 1? The 3-in-1 face cleanser from the Tribe Concepts is my skin's favorite all-rounder. Use it to cleanse daily, scrub often, mask whenever, and be ready for any occasion. So what are you waiting for? Grab yours now.
Face brightening daily cleanser. See instant results from first wash.
Just wanted to show you how Just Herbs is made. This is our office, where it all begins. The fields, these flowers and plants is our infrastructure and our resource. Every harvest signals the start of a new project. These are the only tools we have to practice our craft. Nature's precious elements, raw, unprocessed, pristine, and full of nutrition. Drop by drop, blend after blend, we inch closer to our goal. We set out to preserve and sustain purity and carefully churn out the best mix and deliver on our promise of safety and effectiveness.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, when will you stop judging us all? हम खुश हैं, तैयार भी, हम रंगीन हैं, आजाद भी, ना झुकते हैं, ना डरते हैं, जो सोचते हैं, वही करते हैं। नहीं सुनना तुमसे कि हम अधूरे हैं, हम खुद में ही पूरे हैं। शुगर, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग मेकअप उनके लिए जो आजाद उड़े।